got questions to ask, and a fire that won't die, unraveling each task under the sky. Oh, digger 420, curious Canuck, answers on your mind, never getting stuck.
Because, Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone today? It's Monday. Monday. Holy Hannah. I don't know about the rest of you. Oh my goodness. My internet, my PC, everything has just been shitting the bed repetitively all day today. It's ridiculous just how ridiculous this PC is. It's so frustrating. Oh my goodness. YouTube is continually crashing when I'm watching it live streams. It seems to be fine with the videos, except there's a zillion one ads, right? But when it comes to live streams, it's constantly crashing. And I don't know why. And it's really, really frustrating. And then Rumble shits the bed. Then the whole browser decides to say fuck you too. And yeah, it's just been a day today. I'm not having fun with the internet today. Oh man, I hope you guys are doing better today on the internet than I am. I've got a promise from Brian that he will, when he gets here, he gets to live stream his gameplay. He's playing the Monster Hunter Wilds. He's playing it. Johnny's playing it as well. I think they're both going to end up playing it while on stream here. Brian definitely will, because he is going to be the one to end stream if my PC decides to shit the bed again. Just nice and easy, just in case. Because, yeah, it really has been a day. How is everyone out there? Pardon me. Is everyone else doing okay out there? I know my country's gotten a lot worse. My country's gotten a whole lot worse over the weekend. We went from Trudeau. We officially Trudeau is done and gone, and good riddance to bad rubbish. That being said, hello MJ. That being said, the guy that they selected to be the new Liberal leader and the de facto prime minister, his name is Mark Carney, and he's dangerous because he's actually got sense. He's got an intelligence, so he knows what he's doing, and he's in it for himself. He's shown it in his passport history. I think he's WEF. I really don't know a whole lot about that yet. I haven't done my deep dive into him specifically, but I know he was our finance minister. I don't know if I've got the right title for him now. But he came in and he screwed up with our banking. He Of course, now I can't find it, and my brain's doing what my brain always does, and it's lost the important bits. Hi, Bishop. How you doing? Hi, Wild. How you doing? You guys are good. So at least I know that it's not just saying it's live. It actually is live. So there's that. I'm also assuming that you guys can hear me, or I would be getting a whole lot of boomer messages right about now. So that's good too. Yes, I did everything I absolutely could think of to this PC. I hard reset my router, which is a trick I only learned how to do, I think it was a year ago. Shani and I were talking about something, and she's like, oh yeah, you got to do this. Oops. So yeah, I did everything I can and hopefully it'll hold. Like I said, hello, fill some holes. I see you. Thank you. Um, Brian said he'd end it if it shot the bed and I just disappeared. um, seems like the internet's been playing silly buggers with a lot of people though today. So, you know, I can't blame it all on my tech gremlins, or hopefully I can't. um, but yeah, so we've got evil Mark Carney now. Well, I shouldn't call him evil. That's throwing around a really strong word. Yeah, he is a very dangerous man, very intelligent and dangerous man. Um, Minister of Finance. Okay, I did have the correct term. Yeah, so we'll see what happens now. He's most definitely not going to play nice with Trump. He's already said as much. Pierre Poilievre is not much better, but yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where Canada's going to go right now. It's so weird. We haven't even elected this guy, and apparently there's like 400,000 registered Liberal voters. Okay, so they needed to vote for a new leader of the party. There's 400,000 people who are eligible to vote for the leader of said party. Mark Carney got 85% of the votes that came in. The next closest was Freeland with 8% of the votes, I think. But the amount of people who actually voted was only like 135 or 185, something like that, because the bulk of those 400,000 registered Liberal voters were denied for one reason or another. They were not allowed to vote in it in this particular election. So it was basically the same thing as the Dems did with Kamala. They just kind of bait and switched and did it behind the screens, and none of the registered voters actually got an option, got a chance to vote. So there you go. It's yeah. It's an interesting world we live in. There's an ancient Chinese saying, "May you live in interesting times," and we most definitely live in interesting times. It's just wild. Elon came out today and said X was cyber attacked by Ukraine hacking. Interesting. By Ukraine, does he mean NATO? Just curious. Ukraine can't do any of that sort of shit for themselves. So I wonder I wonder just who in Ukraine was actually doing the hacking. Fill some holes. He's going to shut off our power. Mark Carney, he could do anything. It's wild. It's wild. He's saying, so they installed a new globalist puppet, new boss, same as the old boss, but worse because he's intelligent. He knows what he's doing. He's been working and gaming the system his entire career. So yeah, he's he's worse, definitely worse. I'm like I said, I'm not sure what faction. He worked in the EU for a while. He my guess is WEF, but that's just a wild guess. I have not done any real looking at it. Right? See, oh, what did I do? I clicked on the wrong spot and everything disappeared. There we go. Wild saying Elon said the IP addresses were in Ukraine. Who tapped the keys is a mystery. Well, yeah, I've got a few ideas of who potentially were tapping those keys. But yeah, I can like 99.9% sure that it wasn't Ukrainians tapping on those keys. Just ridiculous. Yeah. So the world is the same, but a little bit worse. While they were doing the cheers and celebration, and Mark Carney was making his little speech. They were making it look like it was this big, huge, full auditorium. They did what they always do. The perspectives made it look like there was a huge crowd out there and cheering and roaring. But in reality, Pierre Poilievre, who is the leader of the Conservative Party, he was doing a speech somewhere else, same exact time. And he had like so many people. It was the market difference. It was wonderful. It really was. MJ says, you heard things? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Not good. Like I said, I honestly, I didn't give him much of a mind. I just figured it would be Freeland. And then it was too late for me when I realized that he was actually going to be the guy. MJ saying, not really. Just thought I'd throw it out there. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I have not, I dropped the ball on this one for sure. Oh great, he's a Catholic from Edmonton, Alberta. So there's that. It's always fun when it's someone from the West that's doing this dirty stuff. It makes me that extra bit embarrassed. Full crowd, smoke and mirrors. Exactly. And the way he was blowing smoke up Trudeau's butt was, it was ridiculous. Yeah, headlines. Pardon me. He vows to fight the U.S. trade war until Trump shows respect. Like, who is he? Who is he even? Ex-central banker. Yep. So that's who runs us. Yay. Hello, Bishop. Canada misses the point. The tariffs are to get them to stop the drugs coming. No kidding. Oh my God. I know. It's so simple. It's so simple. All we have to do is the job that we should be doing for our own country anyways. You'd think it would be just a simple matter of them going, oh, okay, no, we'll throw some extra men in there and we're going to get really security conscious and all is good. But they can't even do that. They can't. They would rather make this war happen, this tariff war. Hi, sweet girl. Yeah, they'd much rather pick this fight and cause all of us, Americans, Canadians, Mexicans, they're just causing all of us pain and suffering in the long run. Things are going to cost more. Everything's going to be a little bit harder. Things aren't going to work as well. It's just, it's the same old, and it doesn't need to be. That being said, the history of Canada, the ports have for a very long time, since before I was born, the ports have been run largely by the HAs, the Hells Angels. This is my opinion after all of the research and studying that I've done over my lifetime into subjects such as this. I may be completely wrong. I may be talking out my ass, and I need y'all to not believe a word I say until you do your own research. Okay? Thanks, YouTube. Thanks. The HAs have mostly been running the ports for at least, longer than I've been around. The CCP has taken over the lower mainland of BC. It's been a slow incoming crawl since, the 80s. I mean, they've always been there. There was Chinese workers helping to build Vancouver, right? So don't get me wrong. There's always been Chinese workers, but the CCP, the communist agenda, has been really sliming their way into the Lower Mainland BC since the 80s. And it's mostly run by agents that report to them, in my opinion, talking out my ass. So the government, in effect, has no control over the border and the ports and what's coming in and out. So technically, even if Trudeau wanted to, he couldn't. He couldn't strengthen up the security and whatnot in the ports. It's just all too corrupt and dirty. Look into the history of gangs in eastern Canada, in Ontario and Manitoba, Quebec. It's it's a very interesting and colorful history. So in all reality, the government really can't do much unless they want to take on that whole corruption, and that's a whole can of worms. One thing at a time. It's it really is. But we could definitely be trying to fix it, right? It would be the closest thing to a civil war I think Canada would ever have, only in that it would be the federal government going against, HA and the people running the coast. They're actually Canadians. They are, Canadians. They're just corrupt Canadians that report to other people, allegedly, in my opinion. And not all Asian people in the Lower Mainland are CCP, and there's an awful lot of white and others that are CCP. So don't get me wrong there. And again, this is all in my opinion, but we need to be fixing other stuff, and we don't need to be picking this trade war. There's no point in it except to hurt everyone. See, a reporter for InfoWars was murdered in Austin. What? No, I did not see that, Stingy. Thank you. Hello, Kaiser. How you doing?
Hello. Oh,
How you doing?
I'm good. Been busy. It's been a day.
Yes. No kidding. This has been a day.
Oh, freaking
Yeah.
daylight savings time. Alternator in the car died, and all that all in one day. And yeah, because of that, everybody's tired.
Yeah.
Stupid
Yeah.
daylight savings time.
See, and it doesn't really I guess because I don't have a set schedule that I have to be up, and so it doesn't really affect me all that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, those of you who work regular schedules, it can really fuck with you. I remember. I do remember.
Yeah. It's that little part right there is what is the issue, is that we knew going into it we were going to lose an hour. But even still, even though we lost an hour Saturday going into Sunday,
yeah,
we still had Sunday, and we were all still thrown off on Sunday. And then, we were like, okay, this is going to be weird because we're going to be getting up and it's going to be dark instead of the sun starting to poke up again.
Yeah.
It's just getting used to it this way. And then
oh, it didn't change for me though.
Yeah.
We're already in spring. It's really quite nice. Yesterday it was 14 degrees Celsius. Our our summers are usually between we're roughly around 25, 30 degrees in midsummer. Hello, Brian.
Hello.
Hi, buddy.
You and your anti-freedom units.
Well, the point is we were halfway to summer yesterday. It was stinking hot and sunshiny. It was lovely.
Oh,
Yeah,
we were
we've
at
got
60 today.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
67 down here. We have a big bubble of warm air coming in. It's going to be in the 70s most of the rest of the week. And I'm like, the upshot of my car being in the shop is that I have to work from home those days,
Nice.
which means I could take a walk or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And for you
You'll
enjoy
Canuckian, that would be 23C.
Yep.
23C.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. That's like I said, that's early summer.
Yeah, it's nice
Yeah.
here. I'm loving
Yeah.
it.
Mhm. I am itching to break out the cargo shorts and my Hawaiian shirts because
It
that's
is
gonna be that's my
hot in
thing.
my office though.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Oh
only
lordy.
bad thing about how nice and warm it's going to be this summer is they forgot to lift the fire ban over our winter. They just forgot
Uh-huh.
to lift it this year. So they're not even going to bother. They're just going to roll it right through. So,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
so we're just there's just like a permanent fire ban at the
So what
moment.
about people who want to, bonfire,
Grill a little bit.
grill?
Barbecues are okay. Smokers are iffy depending on how they work. If you want a fire pit, it has to be propane or natural gas. There is no wood burning at all. Yeah.
Huh.
So,
Man,
yeah.
so how's the
Interesting.
communism taste?
Oh, it
Apparently
tastes
not like
bad. It
charcoal.
tastes really bad.
It tastes like
It's not
I'm
fun.
I'm
You
sure
don't
it
get
tastes
any of the
like
coal
dick.
flavor.
Yes, actually. Yes, that's exactly what it tastes like. Fuck.
No
It's
coal flavor for you.
Yeah, no, and like I said, with this Mark Carney dude, he's actually got a brain in him, so this is not good. And there's rumors that the Liberal Party can hold an election off till at least 2026,
Mm.
which
Oh,
means we have a year of this unelected guy doing whatever he wants.
wait.
So
How can
I'm not sure. I'm just
huh?
hearing rumors. Today was so you were there. My internet was so
Paging
hooped.
Mr. Putin. Paging Mr. Putin.
Right? Yes. But I haven't been able to look into these rumors and see just how true it is, whether they could really hold it off for a whole year. But at this point in time, I wouldn't be surprised. They're trying to ban X in Canada.
Mhm.
Of course they are. Because
Yep.
they fear it.
TikTok's fine. But X
Sure
is
it
an issue.
is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, it's getting interesting here.
Oh lordy.
Yeah.
Your government, man.
Yeah, I know. It's fun. But the country itself is beautiful, and the bulk of the people are great people. And the you've never been here, you don't know.
I have been to Canada. The hell?
Where?
I was right over the border.
In BC or just over your border?
I don't know where's Niagara Falls at.
Okay, yeah, no. No, you got to come out west. I mean,
Ew.
even western, like let's say Washington and Oregon, the land is beautiful. It really is. It's a beautiful place. So yeah, that's why I keep saying, if we had any leverage, we no longer do. This Mark Carney dude can assure me of that. But if we had any leverage to take anyone from you, it would be Oregon, Washington, and California, because it's beautiful. It's still got that Western wild beauty to it. So, but yeah, now we've got this guy. It's not going to happen. Snert says, looks like it's official. Alberta wants to join America. I've seen that. And that's actually, that's semi-serious. Like I have done enough research into that one. It is plausible. It is definitely plausible.
One of us.
Well, that's the thing.
One
see?
of us. Yeah.
The theory was always if Canada were to split, it would be Saskatchewan, Alberta, and BC splitting. And I'm just assuming Yukon and Northwest Territories would come with us, assuming. But yeah, that was always the thing. However, we'd have to get rid of the CCP in the lower mainland of BC. They've got control. They in one way or another have control over every single aspect of government down there. There's one dude, one mayor. He's the mayor of Poco, and his name is Brad West. and he has been fighting the CCP for his entire political career. He grew up in that town. That's my hometown. That's where he grew up. He's just a few years behind me, and so he's seen it all, and he's been fighting against it, and it's a hard uphill sludge. Sounds like Abbotsford is also kind of with him, because there's a lot of Muslims in Abbotsford, so they don't like the teaching all the sexy stuff to the babies. They don't like that at
good.
all.
Great.
So
I can drink to that.
exactly, right? So yeah,
Yes,
there's
get out.
there's some hope, but we got to get rid of those guys. And if Alberta, if it goes from plausible to possible, you know, that would be lovely, because that they'd have to clear out the Lower Mainland. They'd have to.
Nice.
Yeah. That's
See,
the
I
only
have
way
a
they could do it.
non-political question for at least Kaiser, because I don't think you're gonna know, Digger, the answer to this question. Do you think I would get kicked out of a convention if I went as Afro Samurai and used this sword?
Banana.
Oh, it's a banana. Okay, I'm like,
It's a
it's
banana
plastic. Why
sword.
would they? Because that's not the problem, man.
No, it's
I
not.
catch the joke that you're going for there, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think the other people will catch it, though. I think they will get repulsed in anger and sadness.
Mm.
Yes, there are certain people who just don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah, and they go to anime conventions, frankly.
Oh, unfortunately, it's like the people that actually like go to most of the anime conventions for the most part are not the people who actually are the real anime enjoyers like me, who are just like, this is fun. I don't need all the weird, creepy stuff, but okay.
That's it. It's the weird, creepy stuff and the weird, creepy people that go to all the regular
Yeah.
functions.
It is what
Yeah.
it is. But
It used to be cool, apparently. I've never been to any con.
Oh,
Any
there's
anime
yeah, any
you can
con.
con's
see
pretty
my
great.
lovely
Oh.
collection behind me that
Yeah.
takes up the majority of my shelf right now.
Yes, yes. You guys like your anime so much. Do you remember Basilisk? Have I ever
Oh, of
asked
I
you?
course.
do. Yes, that's
Yes?
a classic.
That's probably my favorite all-time anime.
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah.
It's an oldie but
Along
a
with
goodie.
Aeon Flux. And like right up there.
You ever watch Clanad?
was-
Not Clanad. Fuck. Hold on. Well, that one too.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
Clanod's good, but
honestly.
oof, boy,
That's not what I'm talking about. No,
Oof.
I'm thinking there's another one it's similar in name, but hold on, I'll look it up real quick and then play more.
Quickly,
Claymore.
Wilds, the ports in America are run by Teamsters and Longshoremen, aka the mob. That's the same here, only our mob is the Hells Angels biker gang. In my opinion, allegedly, go study your history. It's there. Sorry.
Yeah, I have a weird collection because a lot of mine, for the most part, is actually from the 90s.
Yeah.
So I was an early adopter. So a lot of this is like classic stuff. And then I have a whole lot from the 80s as well. So,
See, I started up in 2009, maybe.
Okay.
So that
Baby.
was still the good old days of things that weren't garbage all over the place.
Yeah.
Now, can we call the stuff from the 80s, is that actually anime?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though
There's
it's not
a bunch-
necessarily Asian.
This one right there on my shelf is the original US release box set from Animigo of Bubblegum Crisis, which actually came from 1988. And
Okay.
it's good.
But does it have to be Asian then, or is it any? It does have
It's-
to be Asian. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
it's all
other
still
words
from
for
that
it if it comes
area.
from other
Well,
areas.
and that's kind of the thing. At what point did it turn from like what I recognize as cartoons into anime officially? Like, what's the designation between them?
It's not anime if it's not made in Japan. Now it can actually have traits and animation style and leech a lot of that, from anime. Like a lot of references do. A lot of American styles are kind of making anime style stuff, but if it's not actually from there, it's not anime. It's not. I'm
Okay.
gonna go full on purity test on
Purity.
that one.
Okay. And I didn't realize it was specifically
No.
Japan. I thought it was an Asian
Well,
No.
no.
thing.
Yeah. A good example of something that looks a lot like anime, but it's not, would actually be Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thinks it was made in Japan because, it's Asian themed. It's got all the, the slanty eyes and all the fun bits, but no, it's actually
The
American.
animation style is so American if you know what to look for,
Oh,
but people still just apparently just
They just assumed.
assume.
Mm.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
And then
'cause I
the
know
Chinese animations are always horribly CGI.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Every little
really
bit.
bad.
Okay.
There's like one or
Yeah.
two shows that are considered relatively decent that are Chinese. One of them is The Immortal King. The Daily Life of the Immortal King is what it's called. And that one's pretty fun. It flies a lot of the old Chinese lore, people on flying swords and
Okay.
tea and
Yeah.
chi pills and stuff like that.
Okay.
All very Chinese. It's originally done in Chinese. They English dubbed it. It's pretty good. But
Okay.
yeah, but it's not anime. It's Chinese animation essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Like Korea even has their own flavor of it, but
Mhm.
yeah,
They
Yeah.
do
each
more
of the
of
Asian
the
countries has
novels,
their
though.
own flavor.
Yeah,
Okay.
Korea's more known for so instead of it being manga, it's manhwa
Manhwa.
or something like that.
Manhwa,
Manhwa?
yeah,
Manhwa. Anywho,
manhwa, yeah.
yeah. Like a big one right now is actually they're actually doing a show of it currently called my mind is completely warped from work today. Give me like 30 seconds and I will be able to give you a name. But my mind is just dead.
Yeah, I understand completely.
It is. Please load.
Hi,
Solo leveling.
and
Solo
Mr. Q,
leveling.
hello.
Yeah. Hello,
Sorry.
everyone. No, you're good. No, sorry, that was my bad because I like dead air. Anywho, Solo Leveling has like their season 2 coming out, which was originally a Korean manga thing, and then now they have a Japanese company animating it, keeping all the names and all this stuff, but it's all in Japanese. It's not Korean. So
Which is weird because, yeah, from what I understand, my limited outsider understanding is that apparently the Japanese and the Koreans kind of hate each other.
They don't get along too
It's
well.
like apparently everybody over there kind of like has a grudge against everybody. I'm like,
Well, they've been around a
okay.
much longer time. They've been
Right.
squabbling. It's like what's going on in Palestine. They've been squabbling for thousands of years. It's
Yeah.
the beefs are long held.
Yeah, I mean, when you're constantly at war for the last 200, 300 years, you have problems.
Yes, MJ, we could by logic do a time change every weekend so that you'd get used to it, or we could just not do it.
Yeah,
like
right.
just to not do it at all.
I'm like, hey, I'll just hurry up and stop.
I was
doing this
fighting
already.
for it, and Shenny's been, fighting against it. Not like fighting, but we've been debating it. But at this point, she's right. Everything's there's electricity in the world. We don't need to be shifting hours. Shifting the time ahead and back hours for the farmers anymore. It's not an issue anymore. So there's no real point.
I think
She wins.
I don't care, frankly, because my mind doesn't change anything. I don't get messed up from it. So y'all can do what you need to do. I was still up at 4 a.m. So
Yeah, but I'm just gonna let you know, as a parent, when your kid misses an hour of sleep, you fucking know about
Fair
it.
enough. Yeah,
that's
you
why
know
you
that. It's not
knock
just
your
a
kid
one-
out.
It's
with
not
the
just
itis.
like a 1 hour, like they miss out on sleep. It's a couple of days before they get back into sync. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Brian, knocking them out, that's why you don't have kids yet.
Well, no. See, so you give them a whole bunch of turkey, make them sleepy,
Yeah. So you're
And
just
then
gonna
you basically knock your kid out with the tryptophan for a couple of days. Oh, we're having turkey tonight. Yay. This one's grilled. Oh, this one's barbecue. Yay. They
Okay,
don't
so
know the
that's not-
difference because they're
That's not the
stupid.
worst idea, actually.
It's not a bad idea, but I can tell you from experience, one, trying to get them to eat anything that is not what they want is
Yeah. That's
nearly impossible.
yeah.
And then simultaneously, there is the issue of the little freaking Energizer bunnies that they are. A, you know, a comatose-inducing amount of tryptophan to an adult is barely going to affect them. Their metabolisms are so high. Yeah,
Yeah.
trust me.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
okay, it'll tryptophan you so you can just ignore them.
Yeah.
It's your dad
Trust
napping
me,
there.
there have been days where I've just been like, he's too old for Benadryl, or he's too young for Benadryl. He's too young for Benadryl. He's too young for Benadryl. Not that I would ever, but I'm just saying. The
No,
joke
I know
there.
you. Yeah.
What with the little bit of whiskey on his gums, you know?
There are those times. You know, the best thing for a teething baby, you give him a frozen Eggo waffle. Let him
Mhm.
just gnaw on that because it's
Oh, yeah.
cold and it helps soothe the things, and it basically dissolves in their slobber, so it's not really a choking hazard.
That's
Yeah, it's actually
fucking
fantastic.
genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
we use that.
the mini pancakes work too?
I have no idea. Never tried it. I
The
just know
waffles
the Eggo
have more-
waffle.
because the ridges, it's
That's-
better on their gums.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the holes would probably be part of it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hate how this is green.
Mr. Q says we're currently in a red flag warning because of wind and very little snow melt left. Yeah, someone
They
else
took your
mentioned
guns?
that. No, not that kind of a red flag, silly. It's I guess it's an emergency weather alert sort of thing. So we're supposed to be having a oh shoot, what do they call that now? Oh, an atmospheric river, apparently. These are new
Mhm.
things I've only heard of in the last like maybe 5 years. They've been mentioned, but atmospheric river. Allegedly, we're going to get a whole bunch of wind and a shit ton of rain. We never see it. They always call for it, but we never actually see it. I don't know about the coast. I know they're getting earthquakes all over the coast. I've got family that lives on the island, one of the many islands in Vancouver Island. I've got family that live out there, and they're getting the regular shakes. And the people on the actual mainland are getting shook pretty regular now too. So the big one that they were threatening about when we moved down there in '87 may actually come to pass. I know California's been getting all sorts of shakes, and we're on that same fault line. Alaska too. They've got something brewing.
Sorry,
away
I
all
just
this
straight
stuff.
up found one of the best costumes for because if I want to go with the Eminence and Shadow for the next anime convention, if I don't get to go as Afro Samurai because my hair's not big enough, I'll let it grow out another year or something, and I'll just slick it down and gel it up. And I found a 3D print for the sword, and I found the just like the cosplay suit on Amazon for like not super bad. Not super bad is like less than $100 because like people spend hundreds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
And
honestly
I found one for Sam.
I thought, okay, yeah, I thought you were about to say you'd found a costume for your lizard.
My lizard?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I thought for some reason you were about to say you found a costume to go with the costume we were just looking at with the banana sword for your lizard.
For my
don't
lizard,
know.
I would just put him in a banana at that point.
Fair enough.
He would also bite me because he really hates costumes like that. I've tried.
Yeah. I don't like dressing. Well, at least not my pets don't get dressed up in human clothes.
What? Are you sure?
Oh, I'm fairly sure.
Darn.
I wouldn't even try to bred my cats, honestly. I think they're both too skittish. They wouldn't even take that.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got cats. So yeah, you're
Mhm.
screwed. Cats don't like things, frankly. I've
Well,
learned this.
yeah, they like some things, but only if they want to like them in the moment.
Right. Cats are very much of that. They're very ephemeral. They'll just like 1 second they're fine, the next second they're like, "Nah, I hate you."
Yes. Mr. Q's asking saying, what's this I hear about you Canadians giving away all of your old military stuff to Ukraine just to spite the United States? Cute, right? Because it's not like we need it. We don't really have a military at all, in my opinion. They've chased off the bulk of people with the COVID and all the LGBTQIA plus, or as we like to call it in Canada, slug butt. Because that's what it is. Two spirits, and then the LGB. It looks like slug butt when you've got dyslexia, and it's really funny. I love it.
It's better than the word salad we got.
Well, yeah. See, Trudeau couldn't pronounce it. He kept stumbling over the LGBTQ. So they had
Why
to
does
fix
that
it
not
for
surprise
him.
me?
They had to fix it for him, and they came up with slug butt.
Is that the LGBTQ?
Yes.
God, where's that
Laurentian.
video? I fucking love that video. There's this little girl who sees like a bumper sticker and goes, "Hey, look, it's the LGBTQ." She's like 4.
Oh, jeez. That's a little bit on the creepy side. But then I heard it in the ooh kind of voice too. So
I mean, I'm just bad at speaking, It's not I'm not a young child and or a girl, so
there you go.
Girls.
You've got family in Alberta, you country folks that want property rights, and the oil belongs to landowners for sure.
Rights.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother issue. The bill that they signed into BC under the cloak and dagger ways they do gives the UN the ability to come in and take any property, any piece of land or anything the next time my government declares an emergency. They can come in and confiscate anything they want in BC, and they don't have to give it back or pay in kind or none of that. That's the UN.
Eminent domain, idiot.
We don't own anything, even when we own it. And we don't even know that we don't own it when we think we own it. We don't even know that yet. It's going to be a really big surprise.
And this is why here in America, it is very much enshrined in our Constitution that if some government official steps on your property and says, "We're going to seize your so-and-so," you just have the old Second Amendment and go, "The fuck you are."
Yeah.
And then you just go blammo, kablamo, kablamo a few times,
Not here. Not here. But that's the thing. If Alberta were to become American, we would have to go. BC would have to go with them. We wouldn't survive hanging there by ourselves. It would be just a moment of time before some foreign, not just the CCP, Russia's closer, and they would love to get a foothold, right? Like if they just left BC hanging. So BC has to go with Alberta. Also, we've got the train tracks, we've got the ports. They're going to have a lot more trouble getting stuff out from Alberta if they don't have BC. I mean, I know they they butt up against one of your states. I can't remember which one, but still, the bulk of it's going to have to go through BC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, well.
That is a problem that I like to say, we'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
I love that Phil Simholes recognized Aeon Flux and knew it for what it was. I thank you. I'm not the only old one here. Aeon Flux was, like I said, and the other one I just said. Now it's gone. Either which way, those two are like my all-time. Basilisk are my all-time favorite animes. Yeah.
But technically, Aeon Flux is not anime, though.
No?
No.
Oh.
It was made in the United States.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I know. Okay, I had to look it up. But yeah, no, it's not
Okay.
anime.
Yeah, that was
Interesting. I did not know that.
yeah. It is a piece of animation, but it is
It is
not
good.
anime.
It's not anime. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Didn't
It's one of those things. If you're not really like immersed in it, it's kind of
Yeah,
like
if it's not half your life.
yeah, it's like getting into a discussion with somebody who's a whiskey drinker, and
Oh, this
you know
one's
the
a
old
Scotch. What does that mean?
yeah.
Oh, it's made in Scotland. Duh.
I've got JD or Crown Royal. What do you want?
It's the old, bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey's bourbon,
Yeah.
discussion.
Yeah. I tried really hard with vices. I tried to get to know whiskeys better. And I actually did appreciate the Shackletons.
It was good.
Yeah.
It's
Especially
so sad
for
they discontinued it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Damn
they
it.
discontinued it.
Oh well. Yeah, I was planning on getting another couple of bottles for his series.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Q. Fun fact, daylight savings time has nothing to do with farmers and was actually made because of World War.
I can believe that.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
don't get it.
technically it was put forward by Benjamin Franklin, but implementation didn't happen until a long time later.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay,
Yeah.
Wild. That makes sense. Red flag means big surf, and you need to watch out for the undertoads. See, because I remember red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky at morning, sailors take warning.
Yep.
And that's seemed fairly accurate throughout my life.
It's always worked for me. And say my granddad was Navy, my grandpa on my mom's side was Navy. So yeah, I kind of learned that one early on.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I did cross a very cool milestone.
Oh.
So the project I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, what project you working on?
Oh, you know full well, buddy, because you and I hung out for quite a while at backstage last week, and I gave you the audiobook treatment.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Nice.
the audiobook.
So yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, the old manuscript I've been working on. I'm still I've got this much left to translate.
Ooh.
That covers about the first half to 2/3 of the actual story itself. I
Okay.
officially, as of this week, crossed 76,170 words total.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice.
The minimum requirement for a full-length novel is 80,000.
Yes,
Oh,
you're
And
so
I've
close.
still got a ways to go.
Well, you're
Full length novel be upon ye.
I
And
wouldn't,
again, this is the first volume of 3.
that's what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
You've
I'm going to be
definitely
busy
got
for
it.
a while. But
I don't know. You
I
seem to be
am,
making crazy progress. Crazy quick progress.
it's more than I've ever dreamed of, because I was looking the other day. I got curious about this because I had the day I even mentioned it to some of our folks in the Vices Discord was literally just that day. I'm like, I just decided I'm going to do this. And that was, hang on just a sec. I'm going to pull it up.
I remember you saying it. I
Yeah.
think I'm
12
gonna
days
start
ago.
doing this again.
It was
And then the next day you're like, oh my God.
February 18th. It was February 18th, which is only a little over 20 odd days ago. And I've already, in that time, the original manuscript has ballooned from its original 65 pages to now, in the rewrite process, I am at, how many am I at right now? 116 pages. That's the full size 8.5 by 11 pages. That's not even like novel pages. And the 76,000 words, that is also not including the additional 2 parts that I've been working on for volume 2, which are respectively, the smallest of them is 12 pages, but that's still growing. The other one is 31. It's already over 20,000 words written on those
Holy
two. So there's
moly.
already that progress on volume 2. So yeah, I'm off and running, and all of that has
Sprinting.
taken place. All of that has been written completely out of my head from like 18th of last month to now.
Yeah.
So
That's
on
awesome.
sale in 2 months and 3 days.
I am hoping to have a working manuscript finished within the next 1 to 2 months.
Mm.
That'll be the working first draft. And then I can go through, re-edit and everything. But I'm definitely shooting for possibly early summer, having something ready to actually show for it.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, this is big.
I
Holy
love
moly,
it.
this is big.
Yeah. I can't wait. The excerpts I get every single time, it's just a little snippet or a little section, but I'm instantly drawn in. I need to know about the characters and I need to know how they got into the situation.
Yep.
And that's brilliant. Because
And yeah,
I read a lot, or I used to read a lot, but you've got to be able to snag someone, right? And yeah, I do. I get caught right up in the story right away. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be great. I can't wait.
and I'm excited because I mean, and like I was talking about last week. I mean, me and Brian sat back like after the stream, and I just like said, "Hey, what the heck? You want to hear the first, so far or whatever?" I read like the first couple chapters, got through the bank, the
Okay.
bank heist. So he
Mhm.
got to hear the other half of that,
Okay.
and
Lucky.
just suddenly was like,
I know, aren't I? Feel jealous. I'm the greatest.
Yeah, but I gotta ask Brian, just for everybody, like, what did you think of that whole section?
I got very concerned for the main character very quickly, of which I don't usually feel concern for characters unless I feel like something horrible is about to happen. So I was like, oh God, oh no, and then you drew me back in. I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm not even sure.
Mhm. Yeah,
Right
and
on.
yeah, right at the next chapter after that is really kind of the aftermath of that, and him having to kind of come clean about his past and just admit to his boss, yeah, okay, the part of my past that's all blotted out and redacted, here's what happened. And it's very revealing about his character.
Well, you see.
Back when I was younger.
Which is really not that far back in the story. It's only like an 8-year difference in that part of the story, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes 8 years can feel like a century.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait to finally have a finished product to bring you guys. It's like there is that part of me that is just like, please figure out help me figure out what to do next, and just shotgun it out there. But I'm like, yeah, that's a terrible idea. I need to focus.
Yeah, too many
first.
voices doing too
Right?
many opinions. Yeah.
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 But yes, yeah, I'm on chapter 15 right now. I'm going to be continuing that later on tonight after we get done with all this here. But yeah, chapter 15, there's a time skip that goes ahead, further on into it. Now he's a bit more set in the hierarchy now. Okay. So it's going to be interesting to figure out how that all goes, because 14 was a 11 through 14 was a whole thing. Like, holy moly. I can't even tell you like just how jam-packed 11 through 14 was.
Yeah.
But it's like I had to make sure everything like, flowed one into the other, all the character dynamics and making sure everything worked and kind of setting things up. And now he's starting to peel back the curtain and realize that not everything is as rosy as it appeared on the outside. And, starting to finally fill those gaps and realize this team is broken and they need somebody to pull them back together. But at the same time as he's trying to do that, there's something else happening that is also threatening to tear it apart, which is building relationship tensions.
Okay.
Which I said, a little snippet to Brian about last night. So, it was tantalizing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've got apparently Stingy says just saw this on X. Destiny retained Andrew Brettler, who covered Prince Andrew, Bill Cosby, and Danny Masterson. Or he was their lawyers. And I have the same question as Mr. Q. Why hire him? He hasn't done a very good job.
Right.
Like the list. Look at
why?
You look at that list and you look at the fact, first of all, they're all in jail.
Well, except for Prince Andrew, but he's basically in jail.
Yeah.
He can't leave England without getting stoned or arrested, one of the two.
Yeah. And then there's simultaneously the fact that like this guy has represented the absolute worst scum of the earth
Mm-hmm.
and lost every time.
Yeah.
Why trust him?
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I
Mr.
have
Q is saying,
questions.
I guess Prince Andrew hasn't gone to jail, but we all know. Yeah, exactly. Guilty as
Mhm.
those. Yeah. Now an interesting thing that I heard, apparently the guy who was Diddy's lawyer was actually previously bin Laden's lawyer. This is not me talking out my ass. He was
He
bin
did also a
Laden's
great
lawyer.
job.
Well, the wild part for me is this guy was lawyer for bin Laden, but he just learned something about the P. Diddy thing that he has decided he can no longer represent Diddy.
Ooh.
Yeah, like how bad does that have to be if the dude was representing bin
Right.
Laden?
Heard about that.
Like, wow, how bad does that Diddy piece of information gotta be?
I'm sorry, I can't
Like,
I can't represent you. I think you're worse than, Osama bin Laden.
yeah,
Eesh.
yeah, ouch. And now, I mean, it could be he was definitely an evil genius, putting all of the date rape drugs and stuff, not even allegedly. Again, this is fact. It has been reported on. It is fact. He put the drugs in the baby oil, and that's how he got so many people drugged up and doing stuff they would never otherwise do. They weren't taking the drugs necessarily of their own accord. It was the baby oil was laced with the stuff. So,
Sounds like a waste of good baby oil, to be honest.
dude, I think if you want to be an alleged serial rapist, that is a brilliant way to go about getting unsuspecting victims. Who is gonna? I never would have thought, ooh, be careful of this body lotion or this, baby oil, because it might be laced with something.
Are you telling me you oil yourself up on a regular?
No,
You don't think about it?
no.
So
I mean,
why would you not
use
question
skin
the baby
cream and
oil?
face cream, but I don't think about the other things people could be lacing it with to kill me, or worse. I don't think about that stuff. I just use it. It's just a thing that I do.
Oh, well, see, that's where we differ. Anytime somebody comes up to me with any level of oil, I question why the heck are they coming up to me with oil?
People don't come up to me with oil.
Well, see, then you'd question it too.
Yeah, well, the oil part, but I'd never assume that's because they had it laced with something. Maybe they're trying to push it, like it's P. Diddy. Maybe it's a new product he's pushing. Who I wouldn't look at it and go, oh, well, that's how he's going to get me.
You're right. I would assume it'd be like the 8 guys behind him.
Right? But yeah, so it's, I don't know. I can't imagine just how much worse he has to be than bin Laden. Mr. Q saying chances are if he's a bin Laden lawyer, he might have been Muslim and they don't necessarily like some of that weird stuff so much. Don't have to drug the women, they just own them, so it's kind of weird. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I can see that.
Yeah. But yeah, just wildness. I think that would be an interesting topic to go and kind of look into, the big name lawyers who represent these folks, like just what is it about? There's another dude. Oh shoot, not Giuliano. It's not that. His name is Tom something. Griardi or something. I can't remember.
Never heard of him.
He's a big time lawyer. The only reason I know he exists is because he was married to one of the housewives on the Housewives of Beverly Hills, which I've been watching because I love to put drama on in the background and work to it and go, oh my goodness, at least my life isn't this wild and crazy.
I love how you're pushing the Real Housewives onto everyone you see.
That's
just
not
gonna be my little
yeah,
you have.
But anyways, he's married to one of them, so it's the only reason I know that this lawyer dude exists. But apparently, he did a large Ponzi scheme, much like the oh, dude, now I've lost the name. No, the orange-haired, the last case that anyone really watched in LawTube with any. Well, I guess I can't say that. People are still watching LawTube, but the dude with the red hair, the lawyer. And they were trying to get him on murder for his wife and one of his sons, but it was all the banking shit that he had done. Tom Girardi. Thank you. Tom Girardi is the lawyer that I'm talking about right now.
You're thinking of
and then I'm thinking of
Murdoch, Alec Murdoch.
Murdoch. Thank you. Alec Murdoch. It's a very, very similar situation, apparently, between Girardi and Murdoch. Totally unconnected, but very much a similar situation, so far as I understand it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to look into some of these lawyers who, like, are okay with representing people, bin Laden or Epstein or something like that. Thank you, Wild Alex Murdoch. Yes. But yeah, just how do they get to that point? Like Tom Girardi is supposed to be known for all his philanthropy and helping so many less fortunate, and yet he's also stolen so much money from those same unfortunate people. It's wild. How do you go from one end to the other? I don't understand.
Sorry, I just rolled up with food.
That's okay. I had breakfast early this morning, but I've been futzing with this ever since the stupid internet and the PC and all the ridiculous stuff that happens with it.
Yeah, that damn politically correct.
Yeah, I know. You know what? That's where we all went sideways. Was when we all started worrying about political correctness. Girardi was a Brockovich lawyer. Thank you. I knew he had worked on something particularly.
By the
big.
way, I was right. The plant was lying to me, and I was so mad.
The plant.
So they were trying to tell me that I did doing everything wrong and that it should have been this and that and otherwise, but no, I was right. And they tried bullshitting me. They tried gaslighting the fuck out of me. And I said, no, I'm not going to let you do that. Sorry, that was my day, is just dealing with being angry about shit.
Yeah, I think we all had a day like that. Frustrating. Just absolutely frustrating.
And then there's poor Johnny.
I know, right?
That was amazing.
Oh, it was ridiculous. I love that he pulled through it and he just kept chugging along with it. He got a whole show, That
Mhm.
was it was pretty awesome. And listening to the robotic chipmunk voice Johnny was kind of funny.
Alvin and the Chipmunk Johnny was pretty great, actually.
Yeah. I was finding that very entertaining when my thing wasn't crashing.
Always find it good whenever my thing's not crashing.
Ba-dum, dum, ching.
Can't figure out if I'm coming or going.
Oh, okay. Just finished reading the article. All the guns that Canada confiscated from the people, they're going to give to Ukraine. What a bunch of crap. Yeah, they've already done that. They've done that at least once before. Honestly, I don't know how many guns they've been confiscating lately.
Sounds like a lot, frankly.
No, like they haven't since the handgun ban. I don't think there's been anything particularly major. There was threats to a form of hunting rifle, but that didn't go through. That didn't
good
pass.
luck with that.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Handgun ban.
Oh yeah, yeah. Handguns are illegal in Canada. They've been illegal for a while now. Yeah, Trudeau banned all handguns.
Just carte blanche.
Yep.
Now, mind you, how handy it is to have a handgun, especially a large caliber, defensive weapon, especially whenever most of your country is not populated and is infested with fucking bears
And angry moose. And yeah.
I like the angry moose the best, frankly, because they look fun to pet.
Yeah.
Maybe ride them, instead of using reins, just hold onto their horns.
There are too many videos of people thinking that is exactly the way moose are, that they're fun and they're cute, and you can walk right up to them and say
Give them good
hello.
old pets and scratchies. Oh
Yeah.
They're like, oh hey, look, it's Bullwinkle.
Dumbass people.
Watch me stop this motherfucker's ass.
If not supposed to be pet, then why friend shaped? All right.
If not friend, why friend shaped? Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's some dangerous animals out here, and a lot of them walk on two legs too. But we're not allowed to protect ourselves from that. We're supposed to sit in the corner and wait for the RCMP to come and save us. Trudeau told us that too.
Look here, Mr. Moose. Yeah. I don't appreciate the fact that you're trying to stomp my brains out right now. Could you stop doing that there, okay?
RCMP are on their way.
RCMP's here to take care of it. They're gonna just go ahead and make everything all hunky dory. Just need you to stop bashing my brains in for like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Like 30 seconds. All right, okay.
Right? It's ridiculous. Wild is saying search YouTube for chased by a moose videos. Yeah, there are that many dumb people in the world. I don't know. Well, I do know why. With the advance in technology and medical stuff, Darwin's award winners are being saved time and time again, and then they're allowed to replicate.
Aww.
It's showing. It's showing. When common sense is no longer common, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm. It's the idiocracy problem.
Yes. Yes. Hi, MageNet on YouTube. Cartman from StumbleChat or no?
Hmm?
What's StumbleChat?
No idea.
I'm old, MageNet.
Mhm.
I don't understand.
They're younger, but I don't have no idea what StumbleChat is. Sorry.
Yeah, even I'm like, the fuck?
I know who Cartman is, and he's cool.
From South Park?
Oh, okay. Guy goes by that name there. Okay. I've never heard of StumbleChat. Apparently there's all sorts of platforms I have never heard of. Like
Oh, yeah.
when X did its purge, or when the Dems did their purge of X, they all went to that Blue Sky or
Yep.
Are
whatever.
you saying this guy looks like her?
I hope not. Oh, okay. More or less. I guess so, more or less.
Well, guess what? I guess you're a ginger dude now, Digger.
Woohoo.
Welcome to the trans community. I accept. I affirm you. So when would you like your penis?
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank
But
you.
Ship it
I
via
have-
I
mail, 7 to
identify
10
as a
business
male.
days.
Can't you tell? I don't need to go doing surgical things. I
No,
identify
but surgical.
as
No,
a
we'll just get you
male.
a packer. It'll affirm your gender, and you can shove it down your
You don't
jeans.
Fine, but I
You
am
don't
not
actually have to
binding
do
my
it.
boobs because that just hurts.
Wait, what? No. You get to keep those.
Okay.
You see, it's
gonna
not
say-
about actually changing anything. You could just pick whatever
I
the hell
just
you want.
Identify. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what's up here. It only matters what's down here.
What's down there?
know?
Right. Well, then even that
And even
doesn't
that doesn't
matter to
really
get into
matter,
my
let's be real.
bathroom. It doesn't. Yeah. That doesn't matter at all. Mr. Q is saying, I had to whack a skunk the other day because I didn't want it getting in a fight with the puppies or anything. Don't know if they have rabies or not. They shouldn't come that close to the yard. And apparently rabies is really bad around my area this spring already. Mr. Q, Shenny is also having an issue with skunks. Unfortunately, her dog is he's a
Dumb.
lot quicker. And he likes to make sure he gets full on shots, or at least a half on shot from the skunks before he leaves them alone. She's 3 separate occasions so far, and it's not even proper spring yet. She's already had him skunked and had to wash him and deal with all of that. That's one thing. I don't think we have skunks in BC.
She's getting good at getting the skunk off, though.
She is getting, yeah, she's a freaking pro at taking the skunk smell out of things.
Right. I say fresh lemon juice and tomatoes and yeah, alcohol.
Dawn, the original Blue Dawn dish soap with vinegar.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So apparently, StumbleChat has a bunch of group chat rooms. Each room can have like 24 cams. It's been a thing for many moons. Okay. Well, cheers. Yeah. Cheers to you too. Yeah. I guess in that case, I use Discord. So
I have a rock.
do we even have? Is there a limit to how many people can be in a voice chat in Discord?
No. Well,
I
I
didn't
don't
think so.
technically.
yeah, I think you can cap it yourself.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I never even really thought about it. I mean, Boss
Does
Man
people do
Jack
that?
has like a lot of people in a voice chat. I haven't checked up on Boss Man Jack in a long time, actually. Wonder what he's been doing. You don't know who Boss Man Jack is? Oh, he's
I travel in very small circles.
Yeah, me too.
He's an interesting internet character. He started out playing a video game. I can't even remember the name of the video game, but it was where you could 1v1 fight in game for in-game currency.
That's a pretty wide net you're casting there.
Tekken.
It was like one of the
Street Fighter.
older. No, not that old. Either which, yeah, I can't remember the name of the game, but either which
Mortal
way, he ended
Kombat.
up borrowing. He's a gambling addict, and he ended up borrowing a lot of money to bet on his fighting skills, which were non-existent, and he kept losing his fights. And so that's how he started. Apparently, he's been a crackhead off and on, off and on camera as well. I saw one where he made a crack pipe out of tinfoil and then proceeded to use it. Wild,
Based.
yes. He's
Based.
known for his rage quitting and punching through his bedroom door and the wall to his closet. His bedroom door was bashed so bad that they finally took it off the hinges and hung like a blanket or something
Like a
to
curtain.
fill the void, and it stayed that way forever. But he was so loud in his raging fits that his parents got pissed off, bought a new door, but the new door stayed leaning up against the wall to hide the hole behind it instead of being hung properly for like ages. It's just a whole wild scenario.
He
Meme
lived at
copium.
home with during all this.
Dude, I guess he like owns the home or part owns the home, or I don't know. But Meme Copium covered this whole thing. And he's fun to watch because he flips out and it's fun to watch.
It's like
Wait,
watching
Dark Side
a
Phil,
zoo.
is this who we're talking about? Oh, no.
No.
Sorry. No, Mr. Q said something else. Anywho,
Dark Side Phil and World Wrestling Champions. Phil talking about Destiny. Yeah. I don't really. The only thing I know about Dark Side Phil is what Kino Casino covered of him recently. I don't really. Yeah, Destiny apparently hired a fancy lawyer. I
Yes,
don't
he did.
really. Yeah, I don't know much about Destiny either. Honestly, I don't know. It's like Hassan Piker and Nick Fuentes, and I don't even know what sides they play for. Like, I don't
Actually,
know.
Nick lives down the street from me.
I do know that because someone came to his door trying to shoot him.
Yep.
With the fucking
It was a
crossbow.
crossbow, yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a real crossbow, it was a hand crossbow.
It was a little hand thing, yeah. But he did have a real gun too. So
That'll still punch
know.
right through your damn door. But
yeah. Still, I mean,
yeah.
if I'm gonna be honest, I mean, I would rather get, taken out by a full-blown crossbow and not just like a little pistol crossbow. I'm like, man, that makes me look freaking weak.
Well, I
this is
don't know.
why I want to have an anime skinned P90. Where whenever I pull the trigger, it goes ooh woo, because that's gonna be the last thing these motherfuckers are gonna hear.
You're gonna end up on the other
Hello,
side of the pearly
Blammo.
gates going, yeah, you're gonna end up on the other side of the pearly gates with that, and everybody's gonna be making fun of you for the rest of eternity.
No,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna own up to that shit. It's disrespectful, these motherfuckers.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna end up on the side of the pearly gates, and everybody's gonna make fun of them
yeah,
for the rest of
mhm,
eternity.
yeah,
I'm just,
Yeah.
You got
yeah,
shot
it's like,
by what? An
yeah,
anime
Bruno
moaning
over here
P90.
got knocked up. Is like got shot up by some guy with a pink AK that went ooh woo when he shot it. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of like the current situation why I with like my new favorite plane to the U.S. military, and they just changed the name of it, which
The gay.
oh, it's so fun. So no, actually, it's the Sky Warden, which is the plane, like the way what it's been named. It's our newest special operation attack plane, basically.
Okay.
It's so awesome. I love it. And there's very specific reasons why. So they just changed the name of it from the Sky Warden, which is probably how I'm just going to keep referring to it, to the Sky Raider 2, which if you have no idea about US military planes, the A1 Sky Raider was the propeller powered plane that wrecked shit in Vietnam in the age of jets, like a
Okay.
propeller plane getting kills on MiG jets.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a badass, and it was a ground support plane. So they recently changed the name of the Sky Warden to the
Raider 2.
yeah, Sky Raider 2. So
Okay.
but yeah, it's a crop duster. They literally took a Sky Tractor 802, a fucking crop duster. They gave it enhanced landing gear, bigger fuel tanks, bulletproof windows and doors, packed it full of ISR equipment for a pilot and co-pilot, basically turning it into a spy plane. Now, and then it's also equipped with enough hard points that, yeah, it can carry everything from mounted gun pods and missiles, AGMs, bombs, everything else like that, to Hydra rockets. It's
hang on
it's a
here.
propeller powered plane. It's the
That's my
acoustic
safe
version of an
space
Yeah,
right
I'm oh, I've
It
got
is-
to open this.
Yeah.
Bulletproof windows, troll-proof doors. Oh,
There
that
you
was from
go.
South Park.
Nope, that's
That?
not it.
No? Okay.
Aw.
No,
Where
that
are we?
and that's a Super Tucano. That's not the Sky Warden.
Oh, and they're giving me a Sky Raider trainer shoe.
No, you need to look up the Sky Warden.
Sky Warden. Okay.
Yeah, look up the Sky Warden.
I was like looking
Oh,
at that first one. I'm like, no fucking way it's carrying all that.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. But yeah, that's the Sky Warden right there.
Oh, okay.
It's a crop duster.
Wow.
I
That's
And
love
yeah,
it.
it's basically been
I think
modified so
awesome.
that way it's basically a spy plane, special operations plane. It's got enough hard points under the wings for all kinds of stuff that you could love to just take into a war zone. But here's the kicker, where the A-10 Warthog is a fantastic plane, and it is very much, I mean, it's not even actually a plane. The A-10 Warthog is not a plane. It is a gun with wings. Okay, let's be
Yes,
completely
they
honest.
build a plane around
They
the
built
gun.
a plane around the gun. They built the gun first and said, okay, build a plane around this. It is actually so ridiculous that the actual pilot of an A-10 is not considered a pilot. They are a stick operator.
Oh,
But
geez.
yeah. Anyway,
It's even
the
better
s-
when you know who made the original or who made the Warthog.
yeah.
The same
So
people
the
who
s-
made dryers.
Yeah.
Dryers,
it's
like
close to
washers and
dryer.
dryers.
Yeah, the GAU-8 Avenger, which is the 30 millimeter 7-barreled 3,000 rounds per minute just engine of destruction, that is the gun for the A-10 Warthog, is made by General Electric,
Wow.
the people who make your fucking dryer.
It's literally a dryer spinner on roids.
They just know they love to spin things. That's all there is.
Mhm.
Whether it's spinning barrels or spinning clothes, whatever.
Make it
But
spin.
yeah, here's the part that I love about the Sky Warden, and the part that I wanted to explain here.
Mhm.
This thing, the A-10 Warthog, is a good plane, but it only has a maximum loiter time of about an hour and a half, where it could do donuts above the potential battlefield before it
Okay.
has to go and refuel. The Sky
Okay.
Warden has a loiter time of up to 6 hours.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
Yeah. And it is so efficient at what it does. It is so cheap to maintain that a crew of maintainers on the ground can basically, because it has a 2-to-1 maintenance ratio.
okay.
So if you have 2 Sky Wardens, you could keep one plane in the air 24 hours a day.
Wow.
It's that efficient to do maintenance on.
Wow.
What's
And
its
they can
combat
basically
time?
be disassembled, packed up, and shipped in the back of a C-130 in under a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aerial
That's
ass weapons do not get cheaper and more effective than this.
That's awesome. And yeah, that's pretty.
So with
Yeah.
its
Pretty wild.
dogfighting capabilities that long too?
Yeah, this thing doesn't dogfight. It just dunks on the enemy and then retreats.
Chucks it out and then yeah.
See the thing is, the Sky Warden, like I said, it's a propeller plane. It's not made for dogfighting. But if the enemy does look at it and go, hey, we're going to go ahead and fuck you up, that's where the job of the F-22 or the F-35 sitting 120 miles away with an AMRAAM AIM-120 aimed right up their ass, way over the horizon and completely undetectable by radar. Yeah, the Mach 2 Bumblebee is going to have a retort for you before you even get a missile lock.
Yeah.
Only Mach 2? Why not just Mach 3, Mach 4 that shit and just slam right into it? You're gonna win.
Hey, wait, see, the thing is, yes, the the F-22 Raptor has a maximum affirmative speed of Mach 2.2. Here's the kicker though. That's the unclassified maximum speed. Yeah.
Yeah. They never tell
Just
us
saying.
the truth. And by the time we're looking at something like this, they've already got something much better under wraps for use.
Yeah, next generation air dominance is going to be a bitch.
Yeah.
I actually do want to know if we actually have anything that could stop the supersonics, but I don't think we do. I think
the
at least.
missiles? Yeah. Golden Dome, it's already in development.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's been in development for a while. As soon as Russia started saying, hey, guess what? We have hypersonic missiles. We're like, no, you don't. Because you don't have a hypersonic missile because you don't have anything that can actually maintain a low, a parabolic trajectory while also maintaining a maximum speed of Mach 5 or higher, which is what a hypersonic would do. The problem is they don't have that technology. They can't do it. And the reason they don't have that technology is because we haven't invented it yet. But
I'm pretty sure that they don't even have nukes still, like functional nukes. I think they have maybe small scale tacticals, but like they're like La Bamba and shit like that. They don't have anything like that no more.
70% of Russia's nuclear stockpile is left over from the 50s.
In disarray.
Yeah. Just saying.
I don't know if it's necessarily in disarray.
Do you know how much money America spends every year trying to just keep its nukes up and running?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
more than like 10 times the entire economy of Russia.
Okay, I see. You said disarray, and I thought you meant like untraced, just laying about the country roughly. No one really has any idea of where. But I think they keep track of it. I think they know where they are. But
I'm like 90%
I don't know that
sure
they can
there's at
afford
least
to
4 or
do
5
the
missing nukes in somebody's garage. It's right next to their tank.
Right. So here's the funny part about that, though, is just with, with a lot of these weapon systems packages and stuff like that, especially with nuclear weapons and, missiles and that kind of thing. What we have in development right now is so much more advanced than what any of them also have. I mean, when you really consider Russia and what their capabilities are right now, Russia and China are the two biggest, weapons developers and whatnot on the face of the planet besides the United States. They are second and third. Here's the kicker on those. Russia, their entire country's GDP. Now think of how big Russia is.
Yeah.
Their entire country's fucking GDP is less than 3 of our of states in the United States. There are 3 states here in the US that have a higher per capita GDP, or actually a higher actual GDP than their entire country. And then China's basically not much far behind. They're pretty much in the same boat. And both sides have basically said, okay, we can't actually develop stuff fast enough, and we can't actually come up with ideas better than what the US has. So we're just going to send people over to steal shit. So that's why there was a big bust that just happened recently in like Washington, where a bunch of like Chinese spies got nailed. So but what they've been doing is they just sell, they find these military guys who are just like, oh yeah, I'll sell you information on this, weapon system or this project or something like that. So whatnot. And you give me a kickback under the table. And it's a rampant problem.
I need to step aside and get a coffee. So I'll put you up there so that,
okay.
I don't know. I think you're not giving Russia near enough credits. I don't think that they're necessarily ahead of America in its tech and whatnot, but I do believe they've been developing their own tech and building off of others' tech. I don't think they're like China is reverse engineering. They're the pros at reverse engineering and then building it again cheaply and most often it breaks and it's no real use,
Look,
which is
yeah.
to our advantage.
Yeah.
We're lucky. But I think Russia, on the other hand, has been doing the reverse engineering and their own development of stuff for a very long time. I don't think that I think they're a much more phenomenal adversary than we're giving them credit for.
When their tactic is to use a low yield nuke to try to cause a tsunami, I don't think that they're thinking that hard.
Well,
No.
when did that happen?
That's their whole tsunami, their doomsday tsunami plan or whatever, to like flood
Right.
like a couple miles into California. Just go up the coast a little bit, set off a nuke in the water, and just call it good.
Okay. How long ago was that plan made, though?
They were talking about that like the start of Ukraine.
Yeah, that was like 20. Was that 2014 or was that 2022?
Which 20? Yeah, no.
22.
Let's go
22.
2006, 2008 when it really started.
No, like
technically
recently.
it started with the invasion of Crimea in 2014, but yeah.
Well,
I meant like this most recent invasion.
the most recent one. Okay.
3-day special military operation.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they'd be
They steal our
I
technology
would
and make
just,
cheap
I'm
construction.
inclined to give them a lot more credit than China, honestly.
They are basically losing a war against a
Oh,
whole bunch of
that
sheep
time.
people with American weapons.
Yes.
So just put them in capable American hands and they get fucking slaughtered.
It's
Well-
interesting to see how many of our old Lend-Lease guns that we gave to the Russians in World War II are suddenly turning up over there,
Right.
like
Where?
Thompsons and M1 Garands, and it's like, huh? You said you lost those. We kind of did.
We did. They were in warehouse.
Yeah. Surprise! Found warehouse.
This is
You
a
lost
war warehouse.
a warehouse. Where did the warehouse go? Yeah.
We lost key. Who had the key? My brother. Where's your brother been? He hides until wartime.
He was sent to Gulag 10 years ago.
He was the winner of Gulag. He's still alive.
Oh, speaking of
Lordy.
Russian gulags, I recently realized that there you go, Sweets. Oh shoot, what was his name? Gonzo Lira, or I think that was his name. He was the reporter that ended up dying of tuberculosis in a Russian prison.
Mm-hmm.
All
Okay.
a big thing. He was actually a part of the Dabbleverse or what's the other one? One of those weird internet versus areas. Apparently he was also known as Coach Red Pill or something. It's just wild. I've seen I have since
Not
seen
familiar with any of
videos
that.
of his stuff from the weird side. It's just I'd never heard of him. I didn't know, but I only ever knew him as the supposedly intrepid journalist. He was working for the wrong side, in my opinion. But either which way, okay. Oh, sorry. Don't read that stuff. Read this stuff. Gonzo Lira, he was a journalist who was supposedly in Ukraine writing about the Ukrainians' war against Russia and how evil Russia is and la 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 la. Russia caught him, put him in the gulag, and then he eventually died tuberculosis. But Western media was trying to build him up to be this, this hero journalist who's, just one man fighting the battle all on his own. And what a great job. Turns out he's from one of the weirdo sections of the internet, of the YouTubes. He was not at all the person they touted him to be. It's
Wait,
it's
was he in the same
wild.
place as Christian? Is that their Is that the
Yes.
Dabbleverse?
No. That's a different verse. Let me here. I've got where's memes? There's memes. Blah 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 blah. The Sector. He was a part of the Sector. Sektor. Not the Dabbleverse, the Sector. I still don't really understand. Like, I've asked for it to be explained, but I still don't really understand what the difference is between the Sector and the Dabbleverse. But Christian was definitely the Sector. I do know that.
Wow, that's
I don't know a whole lot, but I do know that. But apparently this guy who was being touted all over Western media was actually some weirdo from the Sector or the Dabbleverse, just some total retard who managed to get himself in the middle of the Ukraine-Russia war, thinking he could do like real journalism or something, and in the end he gets himself arrested by Russia. Like, what the fuck was this dude thinking? He made a somewhat of a living apparently doing this, and he decided to reinvent himself and become an intrepid journalist. Like, why would anyone? Why? I just don't understand it.
So he did a good job for once
I
in
don't
his
know
life
that he
and
did a
gets
good
thrown
job.
into the gulag for it. This is gonna be my
Well,
this is gonna be my head
That's
canon.
true. Yeah, they put him in the gulag, so he was doing a good enough job that they, were angry with them. Yeah, it was just really weird. I mean, I've been watching a guy, Patrick Lancaster. He is an actual independent journalist. He has been following the Ukraine war since 2008. 2009, round in there. But he's an American who moved there. He's since married his Ukrainian wife and had children. They live in the Donetsk area. He's been reporting on it forever, following the DPR, and he's been reporting from the Russian front line for at least a year now. And he does actual reporting, very interesting, gives you a different perspective on this war than what, Western media is trying to say. He interviewed a bunch of families that were living in bomb shelters, like old USSR bomb shelters. And he's interviewing these people and just getting their opinion on it, on what's going on. And it's really, really interesting to see what the civilians have to say. They weren't all for Russia. Some of them were anti-Russia and very pro-Ukraine. But it was neat to hear what the average Joe Blow, who's now living in a bunker because of this, has to say about it all, right?
Right.
So, yeah, Patrick Lancaster, he's a really good dude if you're interested. But yeah, our Mr. Q says, we spend more on our military than the 9 next countries combined, including China, Russia, North Korea, you name it, France, UK. We outspend 9 of the top 10 countries ourselves. Yeah. Fair enough. You guys are most definitely the world power. We are nowhere near the friend and ally that we once were. That's for sure. And we do owe you a fuck ton of money for NATO and shit. Like, we have not been paying our fair share. That's absolutely correct. Trump is totally right about all of that stuff that he's saying about us. He's correct on that. But we can't fix that stuff. We would rather pick a war with them.
Yeah, you guys are kind of like Scotland to the UK. I mean, just a psychotic little hat.
Yeah, we're just, they're there. We used to be really nice and for the most part polite, as long as you didn't piss us off. But if you did, you could wind us up and send us off against anyone, and we'd kick ass and take no names.
Geneva suggestions.
Right. Yes. I am proud to be Canadian.
You say there's a reason why we haven't invaded Canada yet, and that's because most of the early first draft of the Geneva Convention was just shit Canada was doing on the regular.
It's just us. Yeah.
No, we did try, and then you came down and burned our White House to
We
the
burned
ground.
your White House. That's right too. Yeah, can't forget. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Meaner.
However, we won't lose like that again.
Oh no, no, you
Okay.
won't.
Okay. We give you that one for free. Next
You get
time,
the one.
it's an ass whooping.
Yes, no, you would totally kick our ass.
And then we developed
if
French
he
guns.
was serious about annexing Canada, it really wouldn't take very long. It really wouldn't, because a lot of Canadians would either go, "Oh no, I don't like this," and run away, move to another country, and a lot of the other Canadians like me would just go, "Well, you know what? At this point, fuck it." You know,
Yeah.
I don't want it to happen. I'm not for us becoming the 51st country. But if it was actually happening in real time, I wouldn't fight
There's
it.
worse places to be.
I wouldn't fight it. Exactly. You know, but we
just-
better become more than just one state. All of Canada,
course.
we don't agree. We don't agree at all. We can't be just one state, because that means that Ottawa and Quebec are still in charge. And that
Well,
can't
no,
fucking
you wouldn't
happen.
become states at all. You would become American territories like
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Would we be territories? Okay.
Yeah. You would not
Interesting.
become states.
Yeah.
Because
that-
we
Okay,
don't
I
want
just
you
assumed
having
we
a-
switch from province to state and be done with it.
statehood requires a serious ratification of some very specific things and
Okay.
whatnot. So
We can
But as
take
a
you and put
territory,
you
we
under the
still get covered
Constitution.
by the Constitution,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Well,
just can't vote on presidencies or anything like that, but you can vote on
Right.
local representatives and stuff like that where you're kind of forced
That
to.
sucks.
You're forced to like take some of our democratic institutions, but not too many.
Okay.
So, like,
All
I don't
right.
think
I'm not
I don't
saying it's
think
a
Puerto
perfect
Rico
system.
is Puerto Rico's not in our
Yeah,
Congress.
nothing's
so-
perfect though, really. Like, it's like capitalism. Is it great? Is it perfect? No, but it's the best system we've found so far. you
I say
know?
it's a shitload better than communism or socialism or
Yes.
all that other ism.
Yes.
So, you
all
know,
the other isms. I'm okay with this
Right,
one.
and you're able to
It's
still
not
keep
perfect.
your Canadian heritage.
Yeah.
You're not becoming
Yeah.
not Canadian anymore. It's just screw you. You're
Yeah.
going to live under our Constitution now. Enjoy it.
right?
And that I would. I mean, that's the one thing you guys have got over the whole world is that Constitution.
And that's
Um,
the only thing that you guys are going to be required to take upon yourselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that if it has to
You
happen.
say you really start weighing out the benefits.
Well,
being
yeah, I
American is
mean,
pretty
awesome.
if Alberta's really, going to seriously go that way, you know. But yeah, in an ideal world, if Canada as it exists had to break up, I would prefer that we just split east and west. We'll take Manitoba west and we'll just be New Canada, or better Canada,
I like
or
West
Canada
better.
A,
East Canada, West Canada, yeah.
Yeah.
The United
Western,
Territory
I mean, it's
of Canada.
already Western Canada and Eastern Canada, so
There you go.
it's not really a hardship at the end of the day. So yeah, I mean, I would rather not, but if it has to happen, I'm not going to be angry about it anymore.
And everything in the middle could just be upper Minnesota.
Right? They all sound the same anyway.
It's basically the same accent, except instead of saying, oh, you just
You
say,
say, Right?
It's just a swap of a little bit of the vowels there, and you'll be right as rain,
Yep.
However, I do not think that your government would let that happen. I truly believe that
No,
your
I
government
don't think
would try to
China's
Ukraine
government
you
would
guys.
let that happen.
No, I think they're gonna have some rooftop snipers and bombings occurring. People just having to like live out in bunkers for the rest of their lives or start their lives in one like happened in Ukraine in like 2002.
I really would just love to see, like, if we did do that and we have to force the Chinese out, just all that the sitting president has to do is just send them the Lex Grossman clip from Tropic Thunder and be like, this is what's going to happen if you do not get your ass in line and get the fuck out.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say never go full retard, but that was Robert Downey Jr.
No, that was the one by
That's a
Tom
retail.
Cruise when he as the character Les Grossman.
Yeah. No.
It's his flaming dragon. Okay, flaming dragon. Fuck face.
Near.
God,
Yes,
I love that movie.
AP asking who is Chris Chan. Is it really necessary to know? No, it's
Yep.
not.
Yep.
Not
mhm.
at
Nope,
all.
nope.
100%.
Actually, yeah, stay far away from it. But
Nope.
AP,
Nope. Go watch the documentary. It's amazing.
don't bother. It's
Watch
Just
the documentary. It's
Run
amazing.
away with all speed.
I
I
don't-
watched the entire documentary, all 83 episodes, 45 minutes per episode. I watched the entire thing, and I know more about
couldn't
Chris
get
Chan
past, like,
than I would ever want to
28,
know, and I
think.
loved it.
Oh, good. I did
I
send it. Okay, good.
Just
I'm
Ugh.
okay without. Yeah, you do not.
It makes
need
me
to.
feel better about myself. Speaking of other retarded
my
cripples,
entire
hi.
yeah. Hello.
Take that off the screen then. Yeah, don't go down that rabbit hole. Like I said, I made it to episode 25 or 28, something like that, and I really regret it. I
Oh, what? You
really,
didn't
really
like him
regret it.
shoving his medallion up his ass?
What did I walk into?
Hi,
have
Johnny. How you
no
doing
idea
tonight?
because all it yeah.
Have a good
My
time hanging with
knowledge
the
of this
daughter.
particular topic could fill a postage stamp. That's about it, and I don't want to know anymore.
No, I know
I
way
have
more
other
than I
things
want
I
to
could
know.
occupy
Guy
my
named
brain with.
Chris Chan Sonichu.
Hi, Lexi. How you doing?
Why are we talking about that horrible piece of shit? I think you're like, it's done enough damage.
Well, we were trying to figure out where Coach Red Pill fit.
Oh,
Which one of the universes he was a part of.
okay.
We've been talking about the Russian-Ukraine war, and that's how we ended up on Chris Chan.
I am this close to getting a black shoes medallion because it's it's the most unique one, or black Sonichu, Blake Sonichu, because black Chew was apparently racist.
Yeah, apparently.
No.
Yeah,
It's
AP,
just
I
weird.
don't think
Sounds like he
anyone's
said
happy.
Black Jew. Did he say Black Jew? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Wild. Canada, they took your guns, your shovels, and you'll surrender to the UN anytime. What is the problem becoming part of the United States? Well, see, and that's why I'm saying at this point, I wouldn't fight it. I'd be disappointed, but I wouldn't fight it.
There could be like a lot of auxiliary benefits in that. Borders being released and stuff. And you wouldn't have to worry about that
Right.
passport. You come visit people. What? Borders being released. Is that okay?
I watched the entire Christian documentary. I could say it makes your eyes bleed. Yeah.
I believe you. I definitely believe you. That was a horrible, horrible thing.
Hey, but you know what? The most important thing about the entire thing is where the kiwi farms came from.
Yes, it came from the Sonichu or Sonichu.
It
thing.
originally came from Sonichu, yeah.
Yeah, kiwi farms would not exist if it weren't for Chris Chan.
Because it should have been actually the Quickie farms, but people kept calling it the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Quick as in super fast. Zoom zoom.
Mr. Q is saying, Johnny, you remember that Chris Chan medallion that Nick Rekieta got? Well, it used to be up someone's butt.
Well,
It
not
was originally
specifically
up
that
someone's
medallion, no.
Yeah.
No, that medallion, I believe he had to cut in half, then burn, and then shove it up his ass.
Right.
To try to save a woman who never was actually a person.
Wild is saying politely, Brian,
no.
shut the fuck up about Chris Chan. And it's my stream, and I'm saying yes. Can we please drop the Chris Chan shit? Because it's just gross. It's gross.
Yeah, I'm just over here scrolling through X. I'm not even paying a bit of attention.
MSO is here going, Johnny.
Hey, it's always nice to
Hi,
meet a fan.
MSO.
How are you doing?
Fan. You don't have those.
I don't have fans. No, that's why my computer's overheating.
Exactly.
I don't have any fans.
You also need to probably replace the fan on your modem or router that was overheating this morning too.
Dude, I don't know what the heck that was. That wasn't me specifically because I rebooted both of my things and the internet was still fucky.
Hmm.
So
I
is the
bet you they were
area.
doing like some kind of line work and they just didn't tell you.
Well,
Probably.
X was being fucked with.
Well,
Today
he's
as
going to
well.
give it to you.
And yeah, so I think honestly, I think there may have been some DDoS attacks on multiple major systems today.
My biggest question would be, what was the temperature out by you, Johnny?
60 degrees.
So that heat could have been a green light for line workers.
Could have been. Like I said, I have no idea. All I know is that regardless of what the issue was, it sucked donkey balls, and I don't want it to happen again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're funded.
Yeah, dude, for quite a while. Who was it? Sam V or somebody was sneezing.
Bless you.
Sam V was saying, "Oh, I want to be part of Spurgtopia, or I want Spurgtopia to be the sponsor." And I'm like, "Dude, I already told you I'm not gonna do Spurgtopia." And it's just like, "Oh, you should have. Spurgtopia had the winning bid," and I'm like, "This guy already paid, and I told you I don't want to do Spurgtopia. I just like accept that I don't want to be that thing."
I didn't say it out loud, but you did actually agree that it could be from Spurgtopia Studios if they covered the entire month of the goal. You gave them like a very large number, but yeah, no money has ever come.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single dime coming from them.
I don't think there's yeah, I don't think that's actually going to happen. It's more of a pledge than an actual bid.
Yep.
I think.
I'm happy with the way things were.
Yeah.
Only thing I'm not happy about is that damn karaoke performance. When I,
Well, no, I mean, I'm also like forcing you to do extra work on top of your work because I want it.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, just let me know what you want to change, and I'll change the logo.
Oh, I thought I was talking about the shameless ripoff of the NFL draft sound.
Yeah, that's not going to be too hard to do. I mean, I just have to. I could probably pull most of that audio off the internet, and then I can splice it together on my end and throw it through one of those.
Brought to you by the science.
This program brought to you by the science. When it doesn't work, it's the science. When it does work, it's the science. In short, it's the science.
It's the science. I'll be honest, I was sitting in my lab completely about to crash the fuck out because people were pissing me off. And I was like, oh, this is going to be funny. And that's just where it came from.
Okay.
I was having a terrible day, so it was like, yo, let's go.
That works.
Well, I at least I'm glad I don't have to explain to people why you are the thirst or whatever. Or what the drink.
The drink.
Yes.
That's the one I don't get. I don't.
Yes.
I am the
Oh
drink.
yeah, I was like I said, I was crashing out hard. I was about to go hard on someone with my fists.
Everyone had that kind of a day.
I don't like getting lied to. That is like my only thing. I do not like getting lied to.
What are you, my hooker?
So when you, yes, I am, but that's Thursday nights, not tonight.
But
yeah, no. When you have people lying to your face on a daily basis about the same topic, and you know they're lying, and you keep asking them for the truth, and they still lie to you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of very dangerous acids that sit around me.
Yes, you work in a laboratory. There could be all sorts
weird
of
admission
fun.
to go, hey, I'm next to weapons and dangerous chemicals all the time. Well, not weapons, but chemicals.
Oh, I got like weapons. You can make a weapon out of anything. A gallon-sized glass bottle is a very great weapon, frankly.
My grandma called it a no. You okay over there?
Yes. Just giggling into my coffee. Don't mind me.
She's blowing bubbles. Lucky bubbles.
Oh, it took an hour and a half to straighten out that last line.
MSO is
Uh.
asking, is Johnny accepting orders tonight? No, you got to call in on the regular line during regular office hours.
I don't take
just-
orders, man. I have a merch site. I'm putting a shirt on it. That's all I got. I don't even need.
Well, now
Well, I
you've
mean, we're
got the
putting your
pig.
DJ equipment up behind Dock 8 because there's that alley back there that we could sell your DJ stuff.
Dude,
bro.
that DJ kit's worth at least $4,000.
I
it's
know.
got-
and I'm not
got
going to
some pretty
sell it
nice
for
stuff,
less
and
than a child.
The mix board is technically a 4-track mix board, so it is 2 turntables, but technically can run 4. It's a 4-deck, not a 2-deck. So there you go. Means that while it has 2 spinny things, it can technically have 4 independent tracks playing simultaneously.
So I can have Barbie Girl, and then I can have more Barbie Girl, and then Barbie Girl.
I mean, you
And then
could,
pen,
but the
pineapple,
question
apple,
is
pen.
why? Why would you do this to yourself?
That's what I'm thinking.
Can I do
Why?
like a cannon
Why?
round of Barbie Girls, except for then a pen, pineapple, apple pen?
I mean, again,
Oh,
these
boy.
things are possible, but I mean,
Okay, how much for this
What?
set?
like I said,
I need
it's like
to torture
$4,000.
some fuckers.
By the way, Johnny, when you're done smoking, Wild's concerned about your toys that you dropped, the Lego. Did you get it rebuilt?
No,
No.
it's a pile in front of me. It is a pile. There's a poor pile of white Lego bits. I might be able to rebuild him during the stream. We can do it. We can make him. He will be stronger.
There you go.
One of his pieces busted.
Stronger, more with able to withstand the next time he takes a swan dive off
The next time he
desk
falls to his
and gets
death.
stepped on. Yeah. There you
He did
go.
not get stepped on. He just fell off the computer.
Okay, I thought you had stepped on part of it,
No.
or on something. Oh, well.
Like it was under my foot. That's how I realized it was there.
Oh, okay.
It's not the
Mr.
best way.
Mr. Q, I changed my name for you, buddy.
S is for science.
The science.
I am
Mr.
the
Q
science.
saying, Brian, you will forever be Brian Science to me now. Now we know what the S stands for.
Blinded me with science.
We just need to somehow like get the Bill Nye theme over you.
Science rules. Brian. Don't worry. I
There
hate
you
myself
go,
for
Wild.
everyone.
She's got her.
peacock and
bags.
balls.
There we go. We're gonna get this. We will rebuild you, Gundam son.
Peacock balls. Okie dokie now.
Hello, SH. How you doing? She's saying, I know of a woman who died when her husband threw a frozen jug of milk at her during an argument. It hit her in the head. Holy
Oh, geez.
Hannah. Yeah, that would do it. Anything can be a weapon is the moral of the story.
Where's the beef?
The more you know. I always hear G.I. Joe's knowing is half the battle.
Pen, pineapple, apple pen.
Oh, really? Pineapple pen. God damn it! I'll never get it away.
Pen, pineapple, apple pen.
I have no idea what you're singing about.
I have
don't
no
know that.
idea.
I'm not.
Either.
I don't know what I'm singing about either. I just, God, I'm so tired.
Fair enough. Mr. Q. And who said black people weren't good at STEM? Look at all the stuff that Brian's teaching you. Right?
I mean, most of everything I went to could be dragged right into like an aspect of STEM. Yeah,
He's right.
maybe
go.
abstractly, but you know, the human psyche, as in if you're going insane or you're just crazy, that's part of psychology. That's part of STEM, right?
Eh.
It's a science.
Mm.
Blinded me with science.
Okay, see, so AP knows some of this stuff. He's going, what the fuck? Barbie girl and pineapple apple pen. Shake my head. So you
It's
don't
really
know about
amazing.
Chris Chan, but you do know about these things. So I may have to go and look at those things then, because they sound silly and not disgustingly gross.
You've never heard pen, pineapple, apple pen?
Not off.
Have you ever heard of Gangnam Style?
I know the original song. Yeah.
Well, same guy.
Okay. I didn't know he did anything else. I literally thought it was a one-off.
You know what bothers the shit out of me? Over the
What?
last 4 years, all science article type of websites have gone into fucking politics.
Okay.
What happens
Yep.
with COVID when you're throwing or pushing mRNA vaccines onto people, allegedly, and talking out my ass?
USDA ordered to reinstate nearly 6,000 fired workers. Thanks, Science Insider.
Well, at least they're being hired back. Canada still won't. We still have doctors and nurses and police officers and military members and all sorts who were fired for not taking it that are still fired. We are not winning any legal battles. We are not getting any of these people their jobs back, or it is not the same here. And again, I would not be completely disappointed if you guys decided to just walk in and take over at some point, because it's really bad.
How does Tuesday sound?
Brilliant.
Sweet.
Yep.
See you then. I'll be
Pretty
blinding you, but it won't be with science.
It won't be with science. Okay.
Giggity, giggity.
Covering me in your whack-it juice.
Oh, who would give you such an idea? That is horrible, horrible rumor. All right, I don't think this is right. I think I fucked up something somewhere on this build. Oh wait, I bet no.
What
Okay.
is the vitamin drip that Rogan and like other people were getting at some point? Post COVID start type of thing. It's
I
It
know
was
what you're talking
the
about.
I word. Is that the one you're talking about?
no.
Ivermectin.
No, no, no.
No. I'm not.
Monoclonal antibodies.
That's neither of those are vitamins. So I think it was like
vitamin.
it's something drip. NAD.
Oh, NAC. It's NAC.
Oh yeah, NAC, yeah, niacin, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Nambla. Well, a well. Timmy's stuck in a well. Sorry, I don't know what.
The following has been closed captioned for the reality impaired.
Because I just found a journal article that just became incredibly popular.
Yeah.
Nicotinamide mononucleotide vitamin drips apparently are helping with anti-aging.
Oh, interesting.
That would
Well, that's
explain
good.
Rogan looking a lot younger in his Rock interview versus like the clips of the Rock that he was talking about before when I was watching a thing.
Yes, this is what Rogan
We
was
fixed
taking.
him. He's all good.
Oh,
Nice.
He's
yay.
back
Right.
and ready to defend the PC from all threats. Lego
Gangnam
and
Style
Mario.
man.
Gunpla.
Oh, it's not even Gunpla. It's just Chinese knockoff Lego.
Oh. I got a few on my shelf, so
Oh, dude, I've got a whole bunch of them. I did a special stream where I built Epion Endless Waltz Edition, which I didn't know they made. But
nice.
damn. Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a death size too until my daughter found him. God damn.
yeah, up
poor
here on
guy.
my shelf behind me, I've got the tall geese in both real grade and master grade, as well
Nice.
as the Death Scythe Hell 2 custom, which was the EEW version.
Oh, nice.
And then I've got a whole tote of just HGs because there for a while I got into like on my lunch because I would just be sitting there doing nothing at work. I would just build models during lunch.
Right? They're just fucking. They're fun. They're really easy to do. I got just a little, I think, a $15 model kit thing for clipping them out and doing stuff. It's just so easy to use.
Right?
I love it. I built was it Wing Zero? I built Wing Zero in the 1/60th scale. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, and I got to take them apart so I can figure out why his damn light up kit isn't working. But
Oh no.
after that, that's fine. Other than that,
Oh, when are we going to be doing a building stream, Johnny?
building of what?
I don't know, something, anything.
I built a freaking Gundam already. What do you want from me?
Another Gundam, maybe? I don't know. I want to join.
I can't afford these motherfucking things.
I'll send you a fucking Gundam then. Shit. But
I have like I don't know how many model kits over here that are sitting here, still in the shrink wrap, but I need to do. I still have 4, resin kits that I got from Hong Kong that are, that took forever. I've got a 1/6 scale Aerith from FF7 over here that I stalled out on working on, but so if you need somebody if you need somebody to build something with you, just give me a ring, dude.
Yeah. Wild and MSO, I've been following your conversation. Don't think it's going, completely over our heads. You do need to, however, talk to Brian because Brian's the one that was, at fault for the whole gator eggs in the peacock balls incident.
Oh, Jesus. No,
so he's going to handle fixing it.
I don't sell gator eggs. I don't sell whatever meat products you're talking about. Again, it was a bit on the shop, and there is a cup and a shirt. That's what you get. You can get a cup.
Talk to Brian.
You can get a shirt. You can get a cuck ham shirt, but you can't get a cuck ham. Like, this is how it works. It's a bit. It's a goof.
Well, you get to watch the ham get eaten, so of course you don't get the cuck ham. That completely goes against the purpose of having the fucking cuck ham. You don't get to eat it. You get to watch someone else eat it. You don't get
comedy is dead, and they can't let you just do a joke, and it's a joke. You can't. Now you have to file forms with the IRS to prove that you're not running an illegitimate, unlicensed meat distribution business out of your futon, according to the rumors of the internet.
Oh no, specifically out of the fuck hole in your futon.
Oh, that's right, out of the fuck holes of the futon. Right, and I don't know why the government
Milking Emporium, because that was what started it all, I believe. Hello, JK. How you doing, buddy?
JK,
good to see you.
I just want to die now. I'm gonna go over here and die.
Don't do that. However, I will let you know that apparently, this vitamin drip, MNN or NMN, has been actually proven to
so it's
have some actual positive effect on Alzheimer's.
So
I've heard of that one now. NMN. MNM. Okay. I've heard about that.
They've apparently had incredible results with combination treatment of low dose psilocybin and niacin for neuropathy.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. I've been
because the
following
psilocybin is a better neurotransmitter than serotonin. Yes. And the niacin flush, it stimulates. I mean, it's a vitamin that gets into your skin. It causes your skin to itch.
Right.
So essentially what happens there is that your brain creates new neural pathways to actually regenerate nerve endings.
Interesting.
That sounds
kind of wild.
Yeah. Sounds really good.
I thought the cuck ham was a consolation prize for having to watch your old lady get railed by someone better than you.
Now that's the roast beef sandwich with mayo.
Yeah. Oh, you got roast beef? All I got was ham and cheese. Fuck you, all shirts.
You get to look at it, but you can't eat it.
Yeah, AP is saying he's gonna have to take a look at that drip that you're talking about, Brian.
Oh yeah, try
Yep.
Yeah, try it out. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be too expensive, mostly because it's not like a common thing that people want to take all the time, but there's enough of it around.
Actually, something
ask
that
your doctor if that's right for you, because the doctor's going to have to give it to you anyway.
Something that I've actually heard is really good for myelin, like cleaning the myelin as well as regenerating it. Lion's mane mushrooms, which are actually
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Speaking of a guy who needs to be put on some shrooms, what is up, AP?
AP?
Hello, AP. How you doing?
Hi.
Oh, no sound.
Uh-oh. Did I pull in too early? By the way, if you hear like a beeping sound, it's my 3D printer finishing up. I am so sorry.
Sure, it's your smoke detector. Be truthful.
Just take it out, blow on it, and put it back in.
There we go. It's done beeping now.
I shall
Uh-oh.
go.
Oh, it cut in. His sound cut in just as he left. Magic 8 Ball. I prefer a morphine drip. Fair enough. And NMN helps the brain if you get a good bottle. Good bottle. I would like to think as a medicine you're going to get the proper pureness every time.
Well, depends where you get stuff. Some sources that's like fish oil. Some supplements are garbage.
Well,
Some are-
okay, so
If it's an IV, though, you're probably going to have to get it from an actual doctor who would get a proper product. I would assume, but I'm a
So,
Canuck, and I have
IVs
free healthcare.
specifically have to be very, 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 very checked, very pure. Because
that's
if
what I
they
would
don't,
think.
it would immediately kill you. Like hell, the bags themselves that IVs are put into and all that stuff have to go through rigorous testing. An old boss of mine, actually, he there in the Chicagoland area, there's a very large what's that called? Pharmaceutical company that sells those bags, and they have an entire research and development portion for said bags.
It's
Interesting.
the world's most scientific sack.
It truly is.
Try that again. Hi, AP.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There we
Yes,
are.
very softly, but yes.
Great. What the hell's going on? My computer reset earlier, and now it.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. That's
yeah,
good.
now you caught in.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I just had to pull the mic closer to my face. My voice cone on the mic is very short, so it doesn't pick up everything else because I don't have a headset on.
Gotcha. Wild is saying if the IRS wants information on the exotic meat business, have them talk to your tax guy. Jack me off, CPA.
That's not my tax guy. I don't have a tax guy. I have a tax lady.
Oh,
I like my
I thought tax
The
me
name
off was
fits then.
Jabra. My bad.
No, I'm
thought
not
that was
letting
his
J
real
Bra
life
do my
name.
taxes. Okay.
Yeah, well, sooner let the gorilla.
There's no gorilla.
It says you.
Not anymore after Harambe.
Well, right? You should have
That's
seen
how we
what
ended up on
happened.
this fucking timeline.
The
I
fire
am
on
the
Dock
gorilla.
2 was horrible. That's all I can say.
I am the meat market now.
And MSO is saying, "Oh, it wasn't Jack. It's Mrs. Me off that does your taxes."
No,
Gotcha.
no.
No, Jack's her husband.
Jacqueline.
You know what? I'm not going to name my accountant because it's none of your damn business. The point is, next week I shall do my taxes and deal with all this shenanigan bullshit, and after that we'll hear no more of the matter, except to sell shirts
Right?
and mugs that are in the shop. You know, you
Never
want one of
hear
those.
about it again. I promise.
Yeah,
We're gonna
Yeah,
you're
my
lucky you're
fingers
in
are all
Canada.
crossed.
I would reprimand you fiercely, milady.
Yeah. Too bad I'm way over here.
Just a short run for him.
I'm gonna invade Canada to stop these vile meat market rumors. Wouldn't give a fuck what Trudeau says.
Oh, it doesn't matter what Trudeau says. He is no more. He's finally gone. Ding dong, the witch is
Yeah, now
dead,
you have the
wicked witch me
unelected
over.
official.
Well, now we've got the evil one, but at least Trudeau's gone.
I love how they're all
Unfortunately,
saying
too.
he was elected. He was elected.
No,
Literally
he
the
was
exact same way.
selected.
I
He
know.
was selected, yeah.
They're all like,
Huge difference.
he was elected. He was the same amount of elected as Kamala got elected. You know,
Exactly.
not.
Exactly. Out of 400,000 potential votes, only 183,000 people actually were okay to vote. Everyone else was disqualified. Oh, that's weird.
Disqualified. How are
I
they
made a
disqualified?
spirally thing.
They didn't finish the circle in time.
They were too gay.
Yeah, they were 2K.
They were
Damn,
too
I'll
gay.
never get to vote now.
They were being disqualified for so many weird reasons. But they ended up, out of 400,000 voters, potential liberal voters, only 183,000 voted, and of those 183, 85 or 86% voted for Carney. It really was a Kamala-esque thing. They decided in-house who was going to be next, and they just made him next. They didn't actually let the citizens vote.
Yeah, dude, I don't know why you're like, I'd be all for being American at this point. It sounds like you get a lot more than you lose.
Oh,
He's
like
not
I
wrong.
said, I'm
Shovels
softening
back.
to the idea.
Well, I suppose it's better than hardening to it.
That's what we call the America boner there.
It's called the America boner. She's got freedom wood. Let freedom throb. What?
Do I measure my freedom wood with
Yep.
freedom measurements?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freedom
You know,
units.
you don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a tiny freedom pecker. That would be.
That would be awful.
Nobody likes little freedom dick. You need big freedom
Nope.
dick.
A
You don't
great
wanna
big
measure that
giant
with-
liberty erection.
You want to measure that with inches, anyways. Centimeters is a lot bigger.
Fair enough.
Look, if you're only rocking about a 5.5 and a 6, that's fairly standard. What's known as a founding father. If you want to go above and beyond,
But 17 sounds better.
17. Where are you parking all of that?
That's what 5.5 inches is in centimeters.
Eastbound and down, roll them up and trucking. Yeah. My biggest thing about dick measuring is I always thought I had a tiny dick until I found out you're not supposed to do it from the side. And I was like, all right, so then 3.5 inches isn't bad. Okay.
Wait, you're supposed to do it from the top, right?
Yeah. So apparently I have a soup can. It's cool.
It's been measuring the
Anything
wrong
will
way.
reach if you try hard.
May
enough.
not touch bottom, but I will stretch out the edges.
Wait. Do you measure from the okay? So say it curves like this, right? All right. You go this way, this way, because I like this way the best. More
You ask
secure.
for a friend?
Okay. Or there's this way, Brian. Just this way.
the girth. this is the diameter of my dick. Not even the circumference, just the diameter.
Radii.
Hello, Alan Love. You're awesome. So good to see you.
Hey, Kaiser.
We are chatting about
sir.
we are chatting about how to measure your penis and
I was going over.
Canadian politics. So
I was
you know.
going through some old cards. By I mean I gave it to my wife because she really likes looking through old fucking cards. And we
Okay.
found something that I did not know I owned at all.
Oh wow, that's old school.
that means
Wow.
nothing to me.
What's that?
It's an original Blastoise card foil, which goes for like $300.
Nice.
Expensive.
Well, yay.
Nice
like,
piece of cardboard.
Ungraded.
You gonna hold on to it or sell
I'm
it?
gonna try to get it graded. See what I can get.
One of these days I have got to dig out my old binder because I still have a binder of those. Like I just shoved it in a box somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
but they're all like in the original pages that I had gotten everything. I had a bunch. Like I think I had like 4 or 5 of like the first edition, like original first run, like the misprint like metapods that were like really super rare. Like they sent like a whole bunch. They had like a bunch of these. Like they were misprints from the factory, super rare. And I think I had like 8 of them
Nice.
because they just apparently somehow like they all just ended up in booster packs where I was from. Didn't know about it until years later. I'm like, oh, well, that's
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, only cards I collected were hockey cards, but I had whole huge collections of hockey cards.
Chris Chilio, see?
I had some nice ones from hockey and baseball.
Yeah, my
Oh.
brother collected baseball, but I hate the sport. So.
Oh, not all of us can be perfect.
Smart ass. Why do I let you back on here, AP? Why
I
does
don't
this
know.
happen? Meanwhile, JKD Buck is talking about the law offices of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Oh
Fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah. The,
I
or yeah,
trust them a lot more than I trust the other dude that we were talking about earlier. Oh,
the law offices of Dewey, fuck you, and how.
mushrooms be fun. About year 1 or 2 a year. Oh, okay. I haven't done mushrooms in ages.
Oh,
It's been a little while.
That's one of the few that I would actually be interested in trying, just because I'm like, yeah, what the hell? I would have, touched the ethereal plane.
Low dose is fun. It's good for giggles.
there's
I've
There's
heard
a
the
study
benefits of
for MS.
microdosing, which with as much as I've been writing lately, I think would be fantastic for helping me,
Oh, for
with
sure.
that.
Yeah.
for sure.
I've never microdosed anything. If it's not a macro dose, I
I've just
wasn't
heard-
doing it.
I've
That's
never
the
actually
point.
done anything, so I've just heard what I've heard.
Excuse
and
me,
that's all I
Mrs.
say.
We're all not cool because we're sitting here with our teaspoons while you got a 1.5 gallon jug.
It doesn't make me the cool one. Makes me the dumb one. Also known as the guinea pig.
Sorry for doing my drugs responsibly.
Yeah. How dare you? Yeah, not everyone can do the amount of drugs I did and survive. Surprised I did, to be fair.
I know I haven't been doing a lot of entertainment news lately, but have you guys heard the latest on the new Daredevil series? Holy shit.
No, I have
not.
No.
So the new Daredevil Born Again series on Disney Plus. So they, Variety and all the the big Disney shills are touting it as this major win for Disney. Everybody that's actually seen it has been like, this fucking sucks. And they just put out today a Variety article says Daredevil Born Again launches with 7.5 million views on Disney. Here's the problem with that. That number, 7.5 million in the first 3 days that they're trying to talk about there, or I think it's first 5 days actually,
Okay.
is lower than The Acolyte and lower than Agatha All Along, and nobody's acknowledging that. It's lower than Ahsoka. I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
I didn't think anyone
They've
was watching
completely-
Disney anymore.
Well, that's the thing. They have so absolutely cratered these brands
Mm-hmm.
that now they're trying to spin these low numbers as a win, but anybody with above a room temperature IQ can look at some numbers, goes, huh, first 5 days for the Obi-Wan series were 18 million, and that show was shit.
Right.
This is saying 7.5 million, and they're trying to spin it as a win.
Yeah.
Well,
I was a big
Yeah.
fan of it on Netflix, and I don't know if it was going to be as good. So I don't know. I might
be
look
well
at it.
Yeah.
wild. Talk to you tomorrow.
the Netflix series was good. I was really good, I will admit. Yeah, I'm not a big Marvel or DC fan or anything like that. It's pretty cool though, just to watch everything how it's going. It's just what the fuck.
Not really.
SH, you've never tried the mushrooms. Your former friend wanted you to try them to celebrate once he finally got a job, but you stopped talking before he got work. That's awesome. And then we've also got another conversation here. Oh, here we go. JK is saying he was replaced by something worse. Exactly. He's talking about Turdo. He was replaced by something much, much worse. Carney, you mean Kami? Yes. And Alan's coming in here too. That's what I couldn't remember. He was the UK economy that he fucked up when he was working for
very
the
good.
Bank of England. I knew that, but I couldn't remember the exact specifics. I wasn't sure if it was or which bank it was, all that stuff. But yeah, he did that to Canada. Then he left Canada and did it to you guys. And now he's back to finish the job here. And if we allow him to do it, he'll probably try and go back over to your place and finish the job there. because that's that's the kind of guy he is. He's evil and intelligent. It's not a very good mix when we're the ones that have to be ruled by him. Hello, Bulls Deep. Minnesota's like Canada Light, eh? I'm. That's what I've been told.
Except here in Michigan, we say A all the time.
Really, you guys actually say A as well?
Yeah, well, I live north of Canada, so.
Yeah, I just didn't think it translated well over the border.
Oh yeah, it does. Detroit, we've got hockey galore. So there's Canadians that hop the border to go to the Joe Louis Arena, or
Yeah,
well, now it's Little Caesars Arena, but
yeah.
yeah. Heck, I've been in arguments and fistfights with Canadians over the Red Wings beating the hell out of their teams. So, especially the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, don't like the Maple Leafs.
No, no one does.
Wild is saying, is that Campbell's soup or Progresso soup? Diameter matters. She's very right. But then Alan came and answered it with, you measure it with your mouth, girls. Or boys, whatever floats your boat.
Dentine more hefty.
Usually water floats my boat. Sometimes the blood of my enemies.
SH, I had Garbage Pail Kids cards too. I
Same.
forgot they even existed until just now. That's awesome. I did go back and watch the movie, maybe 6 or 8 years ago, and it was awful. Like it was awful. Not so awful it was good. It was just awful. I don't understand how I thought it was fun as a kid. Or maybe just because I was a stupid kid.
Yes.
Care Bear cards.
Wait,
And
what
yeah.
age were you when you were a kid? Because was this before or after the drugs?
Oh, this was before the drugs. I was a good kid. I didn't start doing drugs until I was 15, 16. I let most of my brain develop on alcohol and cigarettes first.
So the things that actually stunt your brain more than the hard drugs do.
Yes.
Okay.
Hooray!
Yay.
Speaking of alcohol, I kind of want a bourbon right now.
I'm not drinking for another month.
I bet.
Me either.
No water for you then.
Well, I'm drinking plenty of water.
But you said you're not drinking.
Right?
It's Gorilla water.
It's only gorilla milk that he's going for.
Nope, not even. It's Mio water.
About time. My heart rate's below.
How do you do the share screen?
I have to present it for you. You hit the present, and then I can click it and put it actually on screen.
No,
All right.
he's just jealous of my ability to be good at this.
Or that.
What is that?
I don't want to.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
All right, how do I?
A Monster Hunter.
You're
Yeah.
trying to share in a different way.
It's called OBS and it's beautiful.
Alan
But
is
I'm all the way
saying
down
we're
here.
fucked over here. It's 2 Muslims away from being an Islamic state. I want out. Yeah, Canada's is really not that far off. We've got the Khalistani people over here who are really not well liked and do not like India. We've got some interesting
Send me
folks
an
on top of the
invite.
CCP. I
Yeah,
think we
the
all want out.
UK's become Dearborn.
Mhm.
That's what I'm hearing.
Except in Dearborn, they kind of know their place, because if they screw with us too bad, we all kind of do that white thing and push them back. So.
Oops.
Yeah, I don't know if that white thing would happen over here. There's not enough of us.
Oh, you guys would just say sorry a lot.
Yeah, sorry.
Crazy.
Sorry,
thing.
eh?
Back in the day, the Canadians, they were not to be trifled with.
Yeah, well, we're still not to be trifled with. The problem is there's not a whole lot of us left in Canada.
Yeah, there's like 6 of you that you shouldn't trifle with. The rest of you,
We're not Canadian.
you're I mean, Montreal used to be just separatists and separatist lights,
Yes.
and now they're pansy assholes that you don't want to hear. Like there's a Montreal family that goes down to where my grandma lives in Florida
Mhm.
for the winter, and I was talking to him, and he's such a spineless piece of shit. I was like, "What the hell are you doing down here in my country?" He's like, "Oh, I don't like the winters." Okay, no one does. That's why Florida is the sunshine state for everybody in the country.
Yeah.
But like you guys used to have spine and ready to fight. Now he backs down in 2 seconds and runs away with his tails between his legs.
I wish I
Yeah.
had a tail.
His wife
tail, eh?
beat the living hell out of him,
Yeah.
which I think is
Based?
hilarious. But
Based.
yeah, she got upset with him and hit him with the damn cast iron frying pan.
That's actually
Jeez.
pretty awesome.
It kind of reminds me of Tiger Woods' wife,
Yeah, actually.
ex-wife.
You're not wrong there.
Well, I mean,
All right, you boys, I am trusting you. I have to take a bio break and I will be right back. Please don't put anything on the screen that I
Okay.
shouldn't have up there, Brian.
Share my game screen.
Brian,
What?
I'm talking to
I'm
you.
just playing video
Oh
games.
shit, I forgot. Sorry. There we go. There we go.
Oh, it's laggy as shit.
Oh, it's laggy as all get out.
Yeah, it's really leggy.
Not on my end. It looks fine.
Oh.
On our end, it's super
It's
hyper
pretty
lag.
awful.
All right. Well, then I'll stop lagging and sharing it with you.
Never mind. All right. I'll be back. Brian, you know what to do and not do.
I'm the captain now. I'm
Yes.
the captain now. You
this
do what I
isn't gonna
say.
go well.
So who wants to say the N-word?
I would,
Money.
No. I was thinking about picking up Monster Hunter.
Oh
but I
yeah,
don't
that's
think I am.
that's a good point. We should probably talk about something. Okay, let's see here. There's something about I wish I could show you that plaque I made, but I can't. It would get Digger banned. Okay. Let's see here. Kaiser,
Yes, sir.
tell me more about this plane with a lot of guns on it.
Which one? That's a pretty broad net you're casting there.
telling
Give
people
me
about my planes.
give me a good one. Tell AP, and then you guys go off on something about something I don't understand.
Because we were talking about the Sky Warden earlier, just the up
Okay.
armored crop duster, and yeah,
But they just strapped like a what is it? V16 motor to and
well,
a
they
whole bunch
basically
of
just took,
guns. That's the new
yeah,
close in air support A10 replacement.
essentially yes, but with a 6-hour loiter time and the ability to strap everything except in a GAU 8 to the underside, I'd say it's pretty
Yeah.
effective with that.
It's supposed to
Also, I
raise
just think it's
hell and do a bunch of
monstrously
damage.
disrespectful to the bad guys to just get taken out by a fucking crop duster.
Well,
Yeah.
shouldn't be where you can get hit by a crop duster.
Right?
Duh.
Don't start shit, won't get hit, that kind of thing.
Pretty
Don't
soon, the U.S. Air Force is going to bring back the biplanes from the 1800s and just lay waste to countries with them.
You're not far off. Some of the warfare that's been used, the modern warfare is scary. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the old tech that finally does it. They're gonna pull out the nukes and we're all gonna be hooped.
Just remember, compasses don't work with EMPs either. So
Well, yeah.
in the same zone.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here. You kind of like left.
Yeah, it put me in the fucking grasslands. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, and I'm fighting this thing alone. So
Running away from battles again, Johnny.
yeah,
Dude,
he's
I didn't.
deserting.
I said that I was ready to join the thing. So
Ready
Funny.
apparently meant leave because you're afraid of gigantic fish monster.
I've killed gigantic fish monster.
I've killed like so many because I'm trying to get the
Pictures where it
jewel.
didn't happen.
You're a dick.
Yeah, show me your
Define
your
fish
hunter
monster.
record.
Well, I can't because I'm in a different thing apparently. How do I join you?
So you were speaking, Kaiser, real fast. Because I heard it from you about the NMN and what's the other one? The NAC, whatever the heck it is.
NAC.
No, that
Oh.
wasn't me. I don't know anything.
That
about
was
that.
Brian with
yeah,
the
that was
NMN.
me, and that was the vitamin drip thingy majig.
Yeah.
Okay.
The NAC was me. I was wrong. The NAC is really good too, and they're trying to ban you from buying it off the shelf as well. But
Yeah, well, you can't buy this off the shelf. The stuff I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
I guess you
thinking-
can't if it's an IV.
The NMN stuff.
Okay.
But the problem is you have to get a really pure form for it to be effective. And the
Yeah.
stuff that I was taking, they got rid of. You can't buy it anymore. So I'm also looking into peptides to through a dermal patch, but I have to assemble them all myself, and I have no idea how to create a dermal patch.
You mean the one
Yeah.
with the little needles like all over it, and you stab it into yourself and just let it sit there?
No,
No.
no. A dermal patch
Frickin'
is you just stick it to
Arkveld.
the skin.
No.
Absorbs.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought. It's like it's like a pad with a lot of needles on it.
No needles, but it is a pad.
I don't understand how it gets the stuff into your skin. Then
Osmosis through the skin.
Yeah.
This
It's
stuff
it's
shouldn't
like
be
the
osmo-
fentanyl pain patches, or what he's talking about,
Yeah, it's exactly like the fentanyl pain patches. You absorb it into your body.
or a nicotine patch. You just absorb it through the skin.
Yeah, there's no needles on those.
Yeah, those needle ones are scary AF.
That wouldn't bother me.
The needles don't bother me. It's what they're putting in it.
Yeah.
What's going into me rather.
But
Talk to the
going to the
lady.
peptides, apparently there's a stack that helps boost and regrow myelin sheathing throughout the body. If you
I was
do it like 3 times a week.
Okay.
But I don't know how to get a hold of any of this crap. So
Yeah. That's half the problem, right?
I'm sure if I was a millionaire, I'd already be on it.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can afford it, you can get anything.
The freaking drug I'm on costs my insurance a lot of money a year. So
Yeah.
yeah, certain drugs absorb into the skin better than others, but like anything with like phosphates like attached to it in weird ways, usually you got to eat those.
Devil ether.
Yeah.
Or put
I
them
get
on
all of
blood.
my prescriptions covered, but they won't cover the vitamins. They won't cover any of the natural stuff. If it's natural, they won't give it to me. I have to pay for it.
Oh, it's because it's found in nature. You can, I mean, everybody takes vitamin D3. Just go outside for an hour.
Oh yeah, I don't need vitamin D. There's more than enough vitamin D up here.
I was gonna
here.
say I could
Oh, I'm
give you
gonna give
some.
you some vitamin D, all right.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't
Just
even thinking of
waiting
that.
for the D jokes.
Jeez Louise, I got all the vitamin D I need up here already.
Yeah, you do.
Ah, dangly
Giggity.
Home
bart.
of the cuck ham.
Ow!
Home of the cuckham. Oh no.
I would say sorry, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I would say
Yes,
sorry, but I'm
Canadians
American.
take vitamin A.
Right?
Thanks, JK. Don't mind me. I will come back to camera, but since it's off, I figured I better do a dab too. Because,
Seems like a good enough time.
right? That's what I thought. Cats are fed and happy. Now it's my turn.
I don't want to share my camera. I wanted to share my gameplay. That's the part that looks awesome.
Well, except
Right
that
on
it
the small
didn't, or you would be sharing it right now.
Well, you know what? On my end, it looked fine. I don't know. I'm not going to trust y'all. But I'll use my camera so you can look at my stupid face while
We can look at your stupid face while you're playing. Aw,
Yeah,
you're so
that's
kind.
Yeah.
what I said.
We'll try to do what Brian's doing instead of doing the large screen.
AP, you didn't catch Johnny's show today, did you?
No.
Yeah, no. Don't ask Johnny to fiddle with tech stuff at the moment, because
Yeah, no, I click a button. It don't work. Y'all fucked.
Are you not
Oh.
able to set a virtual cam, like use a virtual webcam using Streamlabs?
No, I totally am, but I just didn't. I clicked the link to go to this, and I just went in using my camera.
Yeah.
Virtual webcam is literally how I'm doing this right now.
I know it's how you're doing it. It's just to do all of that, I would have to set up virtual web camera. I'd have to turn off this camera, turn on Streamlabs, set up it as a virtual webcam, and do all that. I'm not that into it, man. You don't need to see me and my game.
Damn it!
Brian, you did see the show today.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. It was hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I would have enjoyed it more if I hadn't been dealing with the same shit on my end. It was really a pain in the ass.
Oh, I was just glad that other people were also suffering a little bit today.
Yeah.
Yay, pain went everywhere. Hooray.
If I have to have a shitty day, I'm glad that everyone else had a shitty one too.
Oh, one of those, huh?
Almost
Yeah,
and got
it's
paid for it.
pain among friends is pain that's
How the hell?
spread out.
I just got squished as I was getting up on my bird.
You have a bird?
Ouch.
Well, you know, bird horse thing.
Oh,
The secret.
the chocobo.
A hippogriff?
Yeah. The chocodick. I still
There's
might
too many
look it up.
weird names of animals in that game.
Doesn't Flare help with this thing with its shields?
Ah,
'Cause I got a lot of Flare.
Does
right
it?
now.
8B?
I got 25 pieces of Flare.
Yes.
Switch to menthols, Digger. Jeez.
My rig cost $40. And another 20 for the replacement
Ooh.
bowl.
That was a
That's
joke.
it.
Just went by
I
by.
do not pay ridiculous amounts of money for these things because they break. They break kind of easy, especially if they're super, super hot. Pardon me.
at that point, I just buy a fucking Erlenmeyer flask off of like some random M website.
Right.
They're like $15 a flask, and they can stand up to fuckloads of heat.
Yeah. They still break really easy if you knock it over by accident.
Oh, I've thrown Erlenmeyer flasks onto like the floor. They were fine.
Well,
Now,
lucky
hot
you.
plus that, no.
I've had the bowls and the bong itself crack when I've been sold stuff that was supposed to be shatter, but it was more like of an oil or something. So there was butane still in it. So when the
Okay.
hot butane stuff hits the red hot glass bowl, it goes and it shatters. And I've gone through like 3 bowls and another glass rig for that reason. It's really not fun because it's this far from your face, right? And just not fun.
I wouldn't know. I don't even know what the hell you're doing, I'll be honest.
It's like a bong, only you have to heat the bowl up red hot instead because
So-
it's evaporate or burning instantly the shatter.
So when do you use the Jaeger as the bong water then?
Jaeger has bong water.
Jaeger.
Ew.
That just sounds horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Yeah,
does.
that just
sounds
sounds like a
horrible.
bad night.
Or was
Yeah.
it Jameson? It was one of the two.
You don't
Either
wanna
way, I
use
don't want to have to
Jameson.
clean the bong later. That's just more effort.
I was watching some stupid show when I was with my cousin, and yeah, there was just this guy who put one of the two of them in his bong, did a hit, then chugged the bong water,
Well, that's disgusting.
Ew.
which
You
was
don't-
like the Jameson or whatever the fuck it was.
You don't want to use Jameson. It's over 40 proof and it'll catch on fire.
Yeah, well, they did.
Well,
so.
yeah, you don't want to necessarily use the other one because it's got so much sugar in it. It'll mess up the bong.
I don't think these guys fucking cared about fucking up their bong.
It
enough.
sounds like
Just
it.
saying.
Fair enough.
They were in like the middle of like Philadelphia or something. I don't think they gave a shit.
Well, that's Philly for you. Digger, I have a quick question.
Yes.
For the years that you've been smoking the devil's lettuce,
Yep.
why are you coughing so much?
Because of the amount of years I've been smoking the devil's lettuce and cigarettes.
I don't know. My next door neighbor has been hammering broccoli stalks of devil's lettuce every freaking day for like the past 40 something years, and he has never coughed once.
Is he a cigarette smoker?
I've seen him smoke a cigarette once in a while, but mostly it's just
That
one of
might
the
be part of it.
15 plants he has in the backyard.
Yeah, that might be part of it. He's
Yeah.
not a smoker.
Every pothead I know who also smokes cigarettes always has like the fucking death cough.
That makes
Yeah.
sense because they are killing
And-
themselves with cigarettes.
And Diggers is not the worst. That's also the thing.
Sorry, if Diggers is not also what?
Is not the worst. Like one of my buddies, his is so bad. I swear to God, he's about to die every time.
Yeah, mine's not that bad, but I do mute for a reason. It's not just because I'm a polite Canuck.
Oh, you're fine.
It can be
doesn't bother me,
loud,
I'm
but
just
it's like
curious.
you don't sound like you're dying.
Yeah, I do sometimes. It depends on the type as well. Some of them hit a lot harder than others. So
Yeah, I can understand that. Next door neighbor's got some strains in his backyard that are just insane.
yeah.
You call this one comatose, man.
Yeah. He's got one called Mind Meld and another one called Superman's Kryptonite or something crazy like that.
Okay.
I call this one Jesus is semen, and I call this one.
He had two kinds. He had blueberry fudge, and then he had something called "This Is Permanent."
That is awesome. But yeah, no, I don't. All I know is I hate the smell of it. I don't care if people smoke it. I just dislike the smell.
Oh, where is
I
it?
wish it wouldn't kill me.
Yeah,
Where
that
you
sucks
at,
for
dude?
you.
Where you at, dude?
Never had it, so I wouldn't know.
Tried it once. Got
I
the
have a
holy
lightsaber.
hell beat
I get
out
to
of me.
carve with a lightsaber.
Wait, why do you have a lightsaber?
I
He's
have
a
no effing
robot.
idea. I also don't care. I'm a
You
giant
should
clockwork robot. I don't give two shits.
You should see the animation in the tent when he's pulling out his short sword and
The
honing
dagger and
it.
sharpening it.
Who's
It's a
pulling
lightsaber.
it? Short
Except
sword?
that it's
It's
the
very
lightsaber.
suggestive.
My question is, why do you have high heels?
I don't have high heels. I have
No.
robot legs. The other form of legs are way more high heely than these.
Yeah, very
All I
weird.
know is Digger's talking about vitamin D and all she can get up north, and then she's talking about swords and pulling them out.
I know, right? How did
Yeah,
I
that's
get
what we
to
call
be so
Johnny's
dirty?
wiener, the short sword.
Yeah, it's just reaching from here to nah. All right, I won't.
Gorilla thumb.
No, none of that. Damn. I will not put up with such blasphemous rumors. You will all get the mouse. You'll get the mouse and like it.
SH, I didn't know how dabs were done, so I was looking at all these sciencey looking things in the store. Looked scary, to be honest. Yeah, I've got a pen as well, and I'm trying to find out if it will be okay for me to travel with it. I don't think it will be.
Depends on which state you travel
Well, that's
through.
exactly it. Yeah, I don't think it will be. So
So
I'm just going to have to rely on the abilities of my friends to be able to find some.
Like I
I
said,
think-
whenever you come through Chicago, I'll be able to get you some.
I'm pretty sure the places I am going are all pot friendly. I'm pretty sure.
except for Montana.
I'm not
Well-
going to Montana.
Yeah, if you're not going there, you
Yeah.
should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Neither is Wyoming.
not going there either. No.
I'm trying to
My
figure out
trip is
which-
getting shorter and shorter because the money is slowly dwindling. Feel free to buy me a coffee, kids. If you enjoy what we're doing here, you've got some money to chuck my way. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, the money is slowly dwindling, and of course,
feel
with
that in my soul.
tariffs and all this shit, it's just everything just gets more and more expensive. So
the only question I have about the pen is, are you taking it from Canada into the United States?
well, and that was one of my many questions. Like, if
That
it's
is,
never been used, is it even
felony.
possible? And basically, no. Basically, I've figured I'm deciding to just not, because I
Yeah,
really
just-
like my little pen. It's
Yeah, buy
cool
one
and it's
here.
blue.
If you stop
Yeah,
off
no.
in Minnesota, buy one here, or Chicago, or in Michigan. And
Yeah,
pick
just
the
stop
state, buy one
anywhere.
here.
and get-
Receipt on you.
if you bring it over the border, it's a felony. You're fucked.
Yep.
Exactly. So there's just no real point,
Don't be a Brittany Grimes or whatever the hell her name is.
right?
And get trapped
Right?
in Russia prison.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know that I'd want to be trapped in an American prison either. Just prison in general doesn't sound like someplace I would survive or thrive.
Yeah, but if you had to choose between an American prison or a Russian prison,
Oh, definitely American, please. Yes. Please,
Especially
please.
that's
since here
kind of
we're
where we
just
have
gonna
to draw
stay
that
home.
little comparison there.
Right.
Very good point. Yes.
Here they just say go
see
home.
Gulag. We give you a tour.
Yeah, SH. The reason I've decided, or I've ended up using dabs as my main source is because it's a concentrate. And the way you're smoking it, it hits your system pretty much instantly, and it's a much more potent hit. But it also lasts longer. So I don't hit dabs all day long like some people smoke doobies all day long.
That
I'd say
sounds
between
crazy.
8 and 10 dabs is probably a day. So it's really not that much, because I'm not using it to be stupid all day long. I just use it so that I can, do stuff, functioning. So yeah, it really does help. But if I'm in a social situation, I would much rather share a joint. The way it hits you is a lot softer, and it's a lot better for socializing, and then there's people like Johnny who swear by like pipes and bongs. They're
Like
good.
the doctor.
Yeah, they're good, but I don't like them.
It is a show
Most people
problem.
don't use screens, and I hate it when you're taking a hoot and you get a whole big chunk of hot ash in the back of your throat. Like, yeah, not fun.
I usually like hot loads in the back of my throat, but
I know,
kinda
but
get
you're
it.
like that. I'm a girl, and I
Dude, that
still don't
joint
really
was
like
fun.
that sudden burst of hotness in the back of your throat. Just
We'll get you liking it in time. Do not worry.
Sweet
Not-
Jesus, man.
Not that experienced in that.
I leaned into it, but then I realized.
That's usually how you get it to go deeper, frankly.
Practice makes perfect.
It's
That's why
like
I
that
don't like
conversation you
pipes
have,
and
that you have like once in a while. It's you wonder like how your spouse or significant other will act in like certain situations, that kind of thing. My wife asked me like what I would do if she was choking. I said I'd back up 2 inches. Let's try again.
Kaiser, I don't know why the heck you would pull out and like not just let her regain her breath. Oh wait, you said you back out 2 inches. No, I got you.
I said back 2 inches and try again.
Just resettle.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Holy
drink that she
Hannah.
had been drinking was suddenly all over me after that one.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, really.
I was like, well, I'm changing my shirt after this.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, Alan, you're right. After smoking a dab, you actually get higher as the time goes on. It's a strange feeling, but it's like creeper weed, but way stronger. Way stronger.
Creeper weed.
Yeah, creeper weed is when you smoke some pot like a doobie or a bowl, and you don't feel it right away, and then it slowly rolls over you, and you're like, oh yeah. Oh
It's like the old Willie
yeah.
Nelson song,
Wait
"The
a
Grim
minute.
Creeper set in." Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
that's
Creeper
like a
weed.
vaporizer.
Oh, I don't know. It's more the weed than the way you're taking it in.
Bring,
no, that was-
bring water, Johnny.
No, that was Toby Keith.
I have
I'll never
poison?
smoke weed with Willie again. That was the song.
I think that works on
Oh,
this thing.
okay.
Yeah, I checked first.
Yeah, I got a buddy that uses a vaporizer and it doesn't
You've-
hit you until like 3
You have
hours
left the link
after.
party.
Mm.
What? I just said I'm
And
joining
then-
Quest.
Oh,
And
you
when it
left the link
does-
party.
You're floating on Mars
Okay.
for like 10 hours after that. At least that's what he says. I don't
It
know.
says you disbanded the link.
That
party.
sounds really awesome.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But
he's pretty heavily into it out in, well shit, I don't know where he works now. I used to work with him. He was in Vegas, where it's like a staple industry
Yeah.
out there, but now I have no idea where he's at. I haven't spoken to him in a while.
Yeah. No, I really find for medicinal purposes the dab is the best way to go. But if you're smoking to get stoned, like, or to socialize or something like that, it's the worst way to go. Because you're going to be smoking so often that you're just going to be stoned off your gourd. Like you're going to be stupid. I definitely feel it if I do the wrong one on stream. I feel it. I'm sure you guys have noticed it. I'll get really stupid for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and then I start to wear off and get back to my normal level of thick. But yeah, it depends on what it is, but it can hit really, really hard.
Oh shoot, I need to get off of this.
Yeah, I
Jesus and the 12 dab disciples. I like that post, dude.
That's awesome. You should put that on
I
a
like
t-shirt.
that.
That was actually probably a good thing, Johnny, because I actually do need to get out of here.
All right, dude.
Yeah, holy
Yeah.
crap. We've
Gonna
been
say
going
it's
3
almost done.
hours.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
so.
I know it's
Yeah.
time to get some writing done.
What is it? What is it? Time flies when you're having fun. Is
When
that
you're
what's in
having
Shenny's
That's
in the heifer outro?
yeah, I just really love the line about how we'd be doing this anyways if you weren't here.
True.
We'd be sitting here shooting the shit like this anyways, even if you guys weren't here. But it's much more fun when everyone's here. So yeah, that's why I like this. This format really works for me. I love having my friends and just sitting up and shooting the shit. Nothing
Damn
really.
right.
I thought we were all
Freaking
trying to use you
ears.
to get famous.
Use me to get famous. You guys are not gonna go far.
I was gonna say I've got other means for doing that.
Yeah. Please don't rely on me to go famous. Not gonna happen.
I don't want to
It
be
was-
famous.
Speaking of famous, it was crazy how many people were on Kern's channel today. Did you see
Yeah.
how many it topped out at?
I think 6,000.
8.5.
8.5. So
Good
that's
for him.
because he's going to TikTok
No, it was
And-
on YouTube only.
on YouTube only.
On
Really?
YouTube
Wow.
only, 8,500. Apparently,
he
some
do?
guy in the chat was just going to these huge streams and saying, "Yo, raid this guy. Yo, raid this guy. Yo, raid this guy," just over and over again.
Oh.
These random people.
Oh, I didn't realize it was on YouTube. That's gonna fuck them. That's gonna
No.
hurt them because they're gonna think it's too fast, too soon. They're gonna think it's bots. People have had issues with that before. I think
Right,
Ozzy
and that's
did.
and none of them chatted either. Like his chat was relatively dead.
Yeah, see, YouTube is gonna look at that and go, not right, and they're gonna yoink that back and make them prove it. I know
Right.
Valhalla had issues with that, because he was doing all the Lego streams with everyone. So he
Yes.
suddenly grew out of nowhere, and YouTube was like, no, that can't be real growth. So they swatted him and they
Yeah.
demonetized him and made him, prove it. Yeah, there's been a few people like that. So I really hope. Yeah, I thought that was because he was streaming to all the different platforms is why he made so much.
Well, I mean, so when he got called out, not called out, that's a really terrible way of putting it.
Yeah.
But when Kind or Loving Penguin or whatever that guy's name is on TikTok, sent people to him, he got huge for like a little while, and then like it kind of just went like settled out.
Okay.
But like he got a lot of subs like very quickly for that. Now he's still not monetized on YouTube because he doesn't have these watch hours because they keep
Right.
expiring on him for no reason.
Wait, hours can expire?
Yeah. Or like they're not counting them in some weird ways. It's strange. He's been on the
Oh.
same amount of time for the last like several months.
Wow.
So like he's
Yeah,
already getting
that's not
fucked
right.
over by YouTube. So
Yeah.
either this guy who was saying he was calling people in was raiding, because he never got the alerts that he got raided either.
That's
So I wonder
weird
if there,
too.
I wonder if they were botting, if this guy was botting for his channel.
Maybe.
Sounds
Because
like he
yeah, this is all in the stream. I know he's been growing in leaps and bounds the last
Right. No, he's doing a
week.
great job. Like it's
Yeah,
I want him to get monetized. I just hope that whatever happened today doesn't affect that
doesn't
negatively.
affect him. Yeah.
'Cause he needs this monetization too.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Because like half the panel here, hold on, wait. The entirety of the panel here, we all have reasons for wanting money.
Right?
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
kid diseases, black.
We're all sick in the head or black. One of them.
Diseases.
You know.
Well, technically two.
I just need computer parts.
Yeah, me too.
And
I
I
need another
Yeah.
voice
printer.
build, but I have a job. It's I wouldn't. Heck, I want to start a business so I can be my own boss, but that's going to be something completely different. I got to figure that out, but I got to be able to move first. So
I want to
Yeah.
get a helmet class 3D printer so I can print cosplay for people and sell it.
Yeah. Have them just send
JK,
you
I
the
love
STL
that.
file, you print it.
Yeah, exactly. Do quote commissions and then, charge like $150 per.
that's what my brother was talking about doing.
That's like the normal price for it too. And it's like you're basically doing like $30 worth of materials, selling
Right.
it for $150.
Is there a
Pretty good.
way I can
Low
upgrade
overhead.
my Monster Hunter from the regular edition to the deluxe edition?
Should you?
Is there a way to? Because I want the bonuses.
I think there is.
Should just be able to
Let
buy
me
it.
look.
Not like Minecraft creeper weed. No.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Especially social, Alan. I like a creeper weeds. Socially, we can all just kind of get silly together.
No.
All the
Damn
creepers
it.
I know of are usually locked up in
I
jail.
want the freaking ears, man. The layered
It's
armor with the
the-
ears.
Wild's cosmetic DLC pass, which is like $50.
Yeah,
That's
Is
what
that-
that's what gives you all the cosmetics and whatnot.
with the ears and everything. Because people have the wyvern ears. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, that's part of
the premium or the deluxe. The deluxe.
Yeah, that's part of the deluxe stuff.
Oh well.
Alan, I hate to tell you, Shatter here is $18 to $25.
Oh no,
a
that's
gram.
a premium.
And then if we're
Oh.
talking about like diamonds, which
Not
is
that worth
even
it to
more
me.
pure, it goes up to maybe $30. Yeah, $35 a gram. Nowhere near what you're paying. That's uber
Like
expensive.
$100 US.
Yeah, which is like way more Canadian. I don't think the Canadian dollar is even worth 70 cents right now on the dollar, on your dollar.
Let's go get
JK, Monday night is fun again. Why, thank you, JK. I'm really enjoying this, having my friends on and stuff, especially when we start talking about other things, and then those that we're trying to leave just stick around anyways. And I forget that I was even going to do it because I get lost. I get lost in the YouTube chats.
Damn it, you're right. All right.
Yes. SH,
I
if
will
you only
see
need
you
a
guys later.
teeny tiny little bit, teeny tiny. Yes, Brian, you
I'm
have
glad-
a wonderful night.
I'm glad I didn't need to turn off your stream at 3 hours.
Me
but, you know,
too. My PC likes me right now.
yeah. All right. Night,
Good
everyone.
night.
We'll have to do another
Bye.
live read night one of
Yeah.
these days, real soon.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to hear
Yes.
more. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess I love you guys. You guys on screen are so much fun to hang out with on Mondays. I'm so glad that we're doing this. And you kids in chat, this is lovely. It's like it's like it's kind of like Vice's chat for a bit.
Yep.
And it's all these names. And
Not gonna lie. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I can't keep up with all y'all. But it is so nice to see the names and chatting with you guys again. So thank you so much. Check out Kaiser Pineapple.
Not that I'm doing anything right now because I've
He's
been
got
working
that
on
other
another project.
Yes. And then Johnny K is Just Kidding LLC. I'm actually on with Johnny every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific, my time. So you guys can add your hours, however many you need. But I'm on there every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific, and we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of jokes. And other than that, I guess I'll see you guys Wednesday morning. All right.
All right.
Mhm.
Love ya. We will see you next time.
Later.
She's a curious luck, always digging for the truth. Searching in the night, youthful heart at proof. With her shovel in hand, she roams the universe, exploring every land, no map, no reverse. Oh, digger 420, curious Canuck. Answers on your mind.